away we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is RAWBall Monday. I'm Captain, joined as always by my two brothers, Dev, the Puerto Rican Puff Daddy, and Primetime Maddie. I guess no longer the Puerto Rican
We're
Prince.
going prime time, Maddie, because I guess we got a lot of sports to talk about today.
We got a lot to talk about. Every time I think, man, what the fuck are we going to talk about tonight? And then it's like, yeah, shit, we got a lot we can talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you for joining us once again. It is the RAWBall Podcast Monday night live.
As we do every week.
We're not exactly we RAWBall Podcast, baby doll. Boys, what a weekend. We had Backlash. We had Sunday Night Baseball. We had a crazy weekend in baseball. We had NBA playoffs. We had NHL playoffs. We had a shitload of shit. But before we get into any of that, how are my brothers doing?
Doing well. Just waiting for it to call on Chiba Hut. I hope they don't call me during the stream.
Hey, dude, if you have to take that call during the stream, that is perfectly fine. Cap and I can hold down the fort.
I actually just put on the Rockies are playing the Pirates tonight.
That is a game that I am throwing up as we speak as well. So this is going to be a fun stream.
So I'm curious to see how Matt's not favorite team, but his home team does. Dev, your Cardinals finally broke their losing streak on Sunday.
Yeah, I saw that. I was happy to see that we're no longer on like a, what was it, 8-game losing streak we were on? 6?
9.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, it is not letting me watch the Rockies game, so I am watching the Rays and the Orioles.
I'll keep you updated. So let's jump right into it. Let's see. Let's go right to Backlash. It was our big event of the weekend, our big live simul telecast, our thing that we did. Hello, Dave.
Oh, good evening, Dave. As always, I'm doing fucking all right.
I'm doing fucking all right too, Dave. How the fuck are you?
So let's jump right into Backlash. Thoughts on this PLE? I was very ho-hum on the event as a whole, but I liked what I saw in the booking from the two critical matches, Seth and Almost, and Cody and Brock.
Hell, it's like we say, Seth is the best worker in the business today, and he proved it. He was able to bring Omos to a good match.
I gotta say, Backlash definitely was a lot better than I anticipated. I completely forgot that I wouldn't go as far as a home run, but definitely like a triple play.
I would say it was more like a ground rule double. It was an okay show. Everybody's just been freaking out on Twitter about Priest and what the fuck's his name, Baby Bunny or whatever.
Bad Bunny.
It's not hard to see why. That was easily one of the better matches of that weekend.
That was the best match on the card, I believe, in my opinion.
Seth is the best worker in WWE for sure. Him and Gunther. Gunther's work rate is incredible.
I would throw Cody in there, but yeah, I have no problem with that summation there.
We've talked about it ad nauseum about which wrestler's the modern day who. Who was Gunther the modern day version of to you?
Gunther to me is the modern Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson?
Just Arn Anderson. Just
okay,
a very Arn Anderson, just a very tough, bare bones dude who gets great matches with just about anybody. And I enjoy every single match I see of Gunther's. Seth, I put more in the Macho Man Randy Savage category like you do, Maddie, because he's got more flash and style but still delivers and puts guys over. The pomp and circumstance. Cody is sort of
is he a modern version of his own dad?
Yeah, 100%. I was just going to say, he's the modern Dusty.
Well, see, I think I always thought Dustin was the better in-ring worker. Cody.
Dusty's mine.
Well, yeah, I was saying Cody got Dusty's brain Dustin got Dusty's work. But I have no problems with either. I'm not throwing any shade whatsoever.
Ooh, here's a good comparison.
Harley Race
could win with several moves. Can beat your ass up, down, left, right.
I could see the Harley Race comparison there.
Badass and with no like real flash. Because Harley Race was never really flashy. He just beat your ass and won titles.
7-time NWA World Champion. He was the last guy to win it 7 times until Flair won it 7 times. So there you go for that. I mean, we can go through the card. We had Bianca retaining in a very botched match with Io Sky. That match was just a botch fest, which is very unlike
it couldn't Bianca. It couldn't have been travel problems because they were there since like Thursday. Like it couldn't have been like a jet lag issue or anything. But
it was also overbooked to the finish.
Once again, Bianca just beat Damage Control by herself.
Again.
Way to bury Bailey.
Well, Bailey was on another level with her gear that night, but
like I said during the stream, I wouldn't even call Damage Control coming out helping Io. If anything, it just prolongs the ass beating.
I would say my favorite thing about that match was Bailey's pants or lack thereof in certain places in the pants. She showed off the bootay.
That just Damage Control as a whole, their gear has been very interesting over the last couple.
Being so lovely today.
Getting a lot of love on the internet.
We mentioned
we also got some good gear on Saturday.
Yeah, Dom.
Oh, hello, Cloud.
Hey, Simon, what's going on, man?
Oh, Simon.
Hey, what's up, Simon? Say hi,
Regal is not a bad comparison either. Regal Harley Race. I'm not at all upset with that. Top of the first, 2 outs. Oh, hello, Maggie. There you go. Oh, Maggie.
We got Maggie up now too.
Cat. She saw the cat and she had to jump in.
Cloud is normally doing his own thing, but today he's just wanting to rub up on me and feel close to me, and I'm already covered in fur. Thanks, bud.
She had the second match, which was that Seth and Omos or
no? I think that was the third one.
What came out second?
Let me see the match real quick.
Fuck.
Match card for Backlash.
Yeah, there wasn't any women's tag.
Thank God.
They might have been second, honestly.
I think it might have been second, but give me just a second.
Maggie, look, it's a kitty. Maggie, it's a kitty.
Yeah, but wow, that's not giving me it in order. No, it was the United States triple threat match between and Reed.
Which on our stream we had some people who were kind of pissed with the finish, but I thought again, I don't have a problem with Austin Theory working as a complete chicken shit heel. It works for me. The fact that he got the win the way he did, I didn't mind it. I would honestly probably not have booked.
Is it just me, Matt? Yeah, I was gonna say Cap's been sounding like Megatron for me for like the past 10 minutes.
Your audio's been cutting in and out. I wouldn't say too bad, but that last sentence was very bad.
I'm cutting in and out?
Yeah.
Well, you guys go on about the trip while I get this critter off my balls. And I will change microphones.
Right. Sounds good. But yeah, no, the triple threat match, Cap was saying, a lot of people was pissed. I was a little upset about it because Austin Theory doesn't need there's nothing wrong with the chicken shit heel win every once in a while. But I don't want them getting to the point where he has to be a chicken shit to win every match. Because even the shitty match, he has the talent. He could have easily hit A-Town down on Lashley or attempted to try to do it on... I wouldn't
say easily. Lashley a big...
Theory could probably easily A-Town down Lashley. Lashley isn't as heavy as a lot of the competitors, and Austin Theory is a unit. I watched his
down to fucking Reed.
Yeah, that would have been the one where people would have been like, okay, that would have given him a lot more props with his strength. I've seen Austin Theory's workouts. I've even watched the Celtic Warrior workouts with him and Sheamus.
He's got some muscle.
Theory is a strong motherfucker, so he could have probably easily have done an A-Town down on Lashley after all that shit was said and done. But no, he just threw him out and pinned Bronson. It was the right win.
Are we better now?
Yeah, it was the right win. I had no issues with Theory winning, but I wish he won legit, because the last championship match he had, he low blowed Cena and won that way, even though that match was a shit show to begin with.
Well, that and Cena looked like a jobber during that match as well, but
yeah, but we digress. Theory needs to start winning legit, and so I'm fine with the chicken shit once in a while. But Theory is such a good competitor that he deserves to win. Yeah, he's a fantastic heel, but he should be able to win on his own without being a chicken shit rolling out and winning by a 10 count or winning by a disqualification.
Well, I think Austin Theory could easily do the MJF role like what he's doing over in AEW right now, where he doesn't wrestle every week, because Theory's out there almost every fucking week wrestling.
Yeah.
It's always like the cheap roll-up wins or the heel wins. Theory can totally, like you said, do a Wheeler Yuta MJF match where MJF genuinely beats, or Theory genuinely beats somebody, and it's impressive.
Yeah.
Or the Takeshita match with MJF. You could easily do that with Austin Theory. I see where Devin's coming from, but I also do think that Theory, as the chicken shit heel that he is, still works perfectly because he's so good at it.
Here is why I like
Theory right
now as the chicken shit heel. Because in any promotion, classically, you have two big heels. You have your just absolute brute ass-kicking heel, Roman Reigns, and your total chicken shit heel, Austin Theory.
Okay.
You cannot make Austin Theory a legit win on his own heel without conflicting him and Roman, because we know they're not going to have Theory take the belt off Roman.
Oh, no. And the way that Roman
so let's not
him earlier this year
intermingle the two here.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to intermingle the two, but Theory should at least be able to win legit, not like a dominating performance like Roman does. It can be a good match. Theory can get his ass kicked, but if he actually normally just hits an 8-town down off of a good couple combinations he does and be able to win legit without doing chicken shit, it doesn't have to merge with the absolute dominance that Roman has been showing each and every time he does end up showing up for a match.
If I were booking Austin Theory, I would take a little bit of a page out of Kevin Sullivan's book, the way he booked Diamond Dallas Page in 1996. Because Diamond Dallas Page in 96 was kind of he was a 50-50 win guy. Sometimes it was chicken shit, sometimes it was straight diamond cutter. It was a nice little mix for about a year until they paired him with Macho Man in April of 97. So I would, if I'm trying to legit build Theory, I'm going to try and take a page out of Kevin Sullivan's book, the way he booked Diamond Dallas Page through April 96 to April 97, and slowly build him up from being a complete cheater chicken shit heel to a guy who completely gets over with his move that he can hit out of nowhere. Like he hits A-Town down, bam, you're out. I would try to take somewhat of a page out of that book, but WWE won't hire me.
Yeah. I agree. No, that I 100% agree with you, Cap.
So you never know. You could apply.
You just won't get paid.
I mean, Amateur Booker of the Year 2022. I know how to book.
We need to make that a shirt for you, Cap, because you love to say that. We need to get you a trophy. We need to make you a shirt and just make it official.
Well, I think it's pretty much official in the minds who watched.
The other program.
They know who won. They know. But anyway, we get to that was our Rollins
second match. So we go on to Rollins and Omos, I believe. No, the third match was the other match that we were talking about. and I can't remember that off the top of my head. What match were we talking about? No, match number 3 was that Rhea versus Zelina.
No, that came 4. After. That was 4.
Okay, so match number 3 would have been Seth and Omos, correct?
Yeah,
it was. This is one of the matches that encouraged me, honestly, in the night, because it was one of the matches that led me to believe that Gomez Adams is not in charge, because it was a match that was as good as it could have been given the 2 dance partners. Seth carried Omos as everyone else has to carry Omos, and I don't dislike him. If you're going to build a giant, he's got to win. And when's the last time he beat anyone clean on a big stage? He hasn't. My worry coming into the show was, if Vince legit has the book, he's going to bury Seth in a quick match. He's going to bury Cody in a quick match. And neither of those 2 things happened. So that's what gives me hope.
Yeah, I was about to say, you did say those were the 2 signs.
Yeah.
We had
and both matches were booked like legit matches, rather than Vince just saying, "You're going to squash him, pal." But yeah, that happened. Theory and Zelina Vega, I really enjoyed that match. I always love seeing Rhea Ripley do her thing.
And Zelina showed out too. That she had a hell.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, most likely Omos will be on the Sands of Time pay-per-view. He's going to be on every pay-per-view so long as he has a pulse going. Apparently they think he's the second coming of Andre. Trust me, I've been studying wrestling since 1995. He is not the second coming of Andre. Sorry, Gomez. There was one Andre, and there will never be another. But still, Rhea had to go over here, but Zelina looked pretty good in doing what she did. Maggie's just being Maggie. She's been like that all day. She's been in whimper mode.
It is so hot.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that real quick. We live in a state where 60 degrees is boiling hot.
I'm sweating.
It's 85 right here, and I'm wearing a black long sleeve jacket.
Bro, you're gonna kill me out there.
Having just gotten out of a shower. Yeah, kid. You come down here in June, you're gonna you better bring some extra antiperspirant, because you're gonna be sweating bullets.
Oh, I can guarantee you, Dave, that's like the last singles match she's gonna have for a long time.
It was the hometown girl getting the hometown pop, similar to Bunny and Priest.
We'll get to the hometown pop here in just a minute.
Is Priest Puerto Rican?
I'm pretty sure. Let me see.
I thought he was Dominican or some shit like that.
Damien Priest ethnicity.
I think I'm the only.
He is of Puerto Rican descent. So
okay.
I think I'm the only guy who, not saying I didn't think it was a good match, but I think I'm the only guy who's not blown away by Priest and Bunny. I'm like, okay.
You might be the only one that wasn't blown away with it, because I know for a fact I was blown away.
I was as well. Awesome. Every time I see Bad Bunny wrestle, I'm blown away.
I believe that was match number 5, right? That was that
3.
Co-main event was the 6-man tag.
Yeah.
So after Rhea and Zelina, it would be Priest and Bunny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which in that match, we had all the fucking returns. We had Carlito. We had Savio Vega.
It was an overbooked, hardcore match between a guy who can work and a guy who is learning how to work, with a shitload of run-ins.
And apparently, Brian Kendrick helped get both guys ready for that match.
Both guys, Carlito and
that
Vega?
That match is everything that I hate about WWE. It was a guy who's a legit great worker, a celebrity who did his job. I'm not shitting on Bad Bunny. He worked a good match, but the run-ins, and it was one of those.
It didn't need all the run-ins, because those boys were putting in a fucking effort.
I felt like they could have just
it was one of those
Vega
matches that
Carlito.
I would have never ever put on. It was a match I probably would have never put on a show I was booking.
Well, like you said, if we would have condensed this whole show into 2 hours, it would have been a perfectly suitable Raw.
Yeah. Well, no, Dave said this would have been a great, if Raw was 2 hours and you put this in on a Raw in Puerto Rico, fine. It's not a it's not a PLE. It's not a pay-per-view. In my opinion, it was a good TV show if it would have been condensed down properly.
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
Buddy did a good job. He took some hard bumps. I'm not shitting on him, but it's one of those, this was a Vince match to me. This was a cash grab celebrity.
Yeah,
stupendous pal.
Yeah, this was like your WrestleMania celebrity match, but because in Puerto Rico we were able to have Bad Bunny do it. Like, I understand why the match happened, and I think like I said on the live stream, I understand.
It's like, okay, Selena Vega was the hand job blow job match. This was the fucking gangbang orgy.
Yeah,
that went too far. It was too much for me. It's like, okay, I fucking get it. They're all from Puerto Rico. I fucking get it.
And I love that they did the LWO in Puerto Rican when I don't think either of those 4 boys are Puerto Rican.
And let me just say real quick to the people at Peacock, when you do the fucking subtitles, don't just say speaking in Spanish. For any time a colored person was on screen, they probably even put it with almost speaking Spanish.
Now, both of you guys are Puerto Rican, so you should have been able to translate for the RAWBall audience.
But here's the thing:
speaking Spanish. That's my translation.
I've never heard either of you to even remotely attempt to speak Spanish, yet that should be your native language.
Me hablo español es muy un poquito.
I'm not even.
I have very little Spanish. I can understand it better than I can speak it.
That's also because same for me. But I mean, look at our tone. I mean.
Our native tongue. You are el gringo.
Yes. You do not get them to come any whiter than me. Trust me. I understand it far better than I speak it.
Yeah.
So after that I
understand enough to take a food order, and that's about it.
We had the 6-man tag match, which the match itself was pretty good. I like the storytelling more. They did a good job with that. I would have preferred it been an actual tag team title match, but they did the 6-man thing, which I was really worried about. But they did it
really
well.
Surprised me though.
I liked the way that match turned out.
I like the way it turned out, but I was just
they did it well. They surprised me. I had very low expectations, but they surprised me in a good way.
It was definitely the surprise match of the night. Like, I think everybody who bets money had Sammy, KO, and Riddle to win because, like Devin
Solo
said,
would have turned.
They were expecting Solo to walk away.
I was fucking excited when I saw Solo fucking just grab Jay by the throat. And it's like, I'm gonna hit you. You fucking hit me. My thumb, your neck, you done.
I'm looking forward to that match when it happens.
But again, to me, the winner of that match in terms of the whole shebang was Solo.
Yeah,
exactly.
Solo.
He's the one that came out looking like the winner.
He didn't say a word. He didn't do much physically during the match, but his body language and facial expressions gave him everything that I would have wanted and more. He did his fucking job.
That boy is going to be a fucking star. Solo's going to be a fucking absolute superstar.
I know I keep saying this, but Dev, you and Solo Sikoa, if you just, did the mohawk thing, shaved off.
I used to do mohawks.
The 2 halves of your head and then just, put the highlights, down the middle, wrap your fist and hand and thumb. You could pull off a good Solo. Now, Halloween, I still want you to do Brother Love.
Oh, I'm still going to do Brother Love.
For my own perverse satisfaction.
What was the old death match where they would rub their fists in glass? Was that the Taipei death match?
I think it was the glass knuckle
match guy.
I thought that was
Matt. I think it was just the glass knuckle death match.
Taipei death match.
Okay, anyway,
so it was easy.
As much as I would love to see Dev, do a solo Sokoa doppelganger, and I think you can completely pull that off. I still want to see Brother Love at Halloween.
How about Brother Love for Halloween and for Thanksgiving or for Christmas? You'll get solo Sokoa sitting at the Christmas table, not saying a word, just looking pissed off.
Devin could be a stand-in for Jordan.
I will be happy to manage Dev Sokoa at Christmas time. I have no problem with that.
Dev Sokoa.
Dev Sokoa.
Dekoa.
Dev Dickoa.
I'll get fucking a cease and assist order if I put Sokola after it.
Dev Dekoa? Good God.
But yeah, no, that 6-man match worked exactly how it needed to be. Like you said, Solo came out looking like the winner, which he needed to. But the dance partners were really good too. Matt Riddle is back. Matt Riddle
I'm glad to see Matt Riddle back.
Well, he's off whatever shit he was on.
And he is back in full fucking
Kevin Owens.
Wasn't he on the prescription steroid that his doctors gave him and it just
pretty sure,
busted him?
He was on something. I'm not sure exactly what.
No, I'm pretty sure his test for like his negative drug test, I'm pretty sure that was for cocaine.
Oh,
like if I remember the report I read correctly, it was.
That sounds right.
It was straight.
That sounds about right.
I mean, Kevin Owens, as much as I give him shit about how he looks, once again, he delivered, worked his fucking ass off.
Sami Zayn and Jey Uso again.
Sammy was Sammy. He was the modern day Terry Funk. I have no problem with the work that came in from any 6 of these men. I absolutely loved it.
It was one hell of a match.
I do have one little thing that I've kind of picked up on, and why does Paul Heyman not accompany the Usos or Sokoa when they have matches? He only accompanies Roman.
Because he's the wise man for the tribal chief, not for the underlings. The wise man follows the chief, not the soldiers.
But if you want to look at classic wrestling stables, the manager, the wise man, the Paul Heyman, comes out with every member of the team anytime they're wrestling. That's something I've started to pick up on. It
just shows how little Roman thinks of them. He sends Solo. Other than that,
possibly, but again, if I'm booking anytime the Usos or Solo are out there, Paul Heyman is out there because that again shows he is the manager of the bloodline. He is the wise man to everyone, not just the tribal chief. But again, that's just
Well, I think that statement would tie into this, that it was just to further the bloodline saga, and even Paul Heyman not being there, that's a story element because
it would be if Heyman had been accompanying them.
But if you look at it, Heyman will accompany Solo by himself, but he's not been accompanying the Usos.
It's because you don't like them. You don't trust them. They think they are the
Usos anymore. So
the
weak link.
There.
Yeah, I wouldn't say weak link, but it's what he was saying about Sammy, how they're just there to fuck up the bloodline. The bloodline was pure when it was just Roman. That's why the wise man's always there. But also for what Cap was saying, even when Paul Heyman was like the manager for like Ryback, he was still there for Ryback.
Don't fucking remind me of that tag
so that's
team.
still I know, but that still kind of is like Paul Heyman had. When it came to Ryback and Curtis Axel, Paul Heyman was pretty much leading the charge. But when he was the manager to Brock and Roman, he had to listen to them. Yeah, I know, but
they were Paul Heyman guys.
Exactly, Paul Heyman was leading it. But when it comes to Brock Lesnar is the Paul Heyman guy. But Paul Heyman always went through Brock Lesnar before he did anything.
I've got to get Dev's comments on this real quick.
I mean, at least
you know what? I will take that. You know what? I love Jordan Devlin. I've watched him for years on the Independent, and I would proudly be Jordan Devlin's hair stand-in. I'll just shave it all and let him super glue the bitch. If I could say Jordan Devlin has my hair,
And if you want to know what type of...
I've got the best hair on this podcast. Dev has the most entertaining hair.
If you want me in this consolation title tournament, I want to replace Finn Balor.
Why? You fuck?
Just
replace
so that
the Miz.
No, because I want to roll up the Miz. I want to get a roll up victory against the Miz just to say I did it.
I did it. What'd you do? I beat the Miz.
No, I beat the guy that beat John Cena at WrestleMania. You have any idea? I'd be taking that to the bank every fucking day.
Hi, I'd like to cash in this $5 in quarters. Yeah, I know. I beat the guy that beat John Cena at WrestleMania. Give me in pennies.
Give it to me in pennies. Hey, you know what MJF never did? Beat the guy who beat John Cena at WrestleMania.
Anyway.
I took one.
Getting to the main event in Puerto Rico, Cody and Brock, which I honestly thought if Vince was still in charge was going to be a Brock squash. And it turned out to be a really well-booked match, and I loved the finish. It was a great it reminded me of Flair versus Vader from Starrcade 93 when Flair caught Vader in that roll-up that he did and pinned him with that single leg cradle.
Mm-hmm.
Mag's about to hit you with that roll-up.
Has Maggie ever knocked you in the chair over?
Or just you in general?
Oh, I mean, she's a boxer, so she's got those paws that she's punched me in the balls a couple of times. But as far as knocking me in the chair over, no. She did trip me coming down the stairs a couple of years ago, and I broke 2 ribs, cracked my tailbone, and got a concussion.
Yeah, you fucked yourself up whenever she took you out of the
Has she ever tackled you? Like, just ran up and just took you out?
She's tried to. She's an aggressive little girl. But since I've learned kind of her tendencies, you know, kind of the rope-a-dope of it, she's learned that, you know, if daddy's looking out, don't fuck with daddy. He will pick you up and throw you on the couch.
You've learned the ins in our business. You learn the ins and outs of the ropes of Maggums in the ring.
Yeah, Mags she works heel, man. She will chop block. She will go for the balls. She will do that Ric Flair shit.
You gotta love Mags.
Hey, she's a sweet puppy.
We got.
I would consider Cloud like the Hornswoggle. My cat will bite your shins and your toes.
Before we
Maggie will just punch you in the balls and then try to tackle you.
Before we get on to the rest of Brock and Cody, Tom Grossi has just announced that for his 30 days, 30 stadiums that he's going to be doing, there will be fan meet and greets. So me and Devin, we might be making a trip out to Denver.
Well, it might not even just be a meet and greet. We might be able to convince him that we were working with him, so we don't have to pay for anything.
We've never paid for him to begin with.
Well, I know, but the meet and greets are probably going to be expensive as shit.
Oh, dude, I'll pay it because what he did for us on
the Stream Against Suicide. Yeah. Hey, if you guys can get Grossi out live in Denver, hey, put that shit up live on TikTok or YouTube or.
I was thinking about making the RAWBall TikTok. That could get us some views. TikTok's very popular, especially. Oh, it sounded like Maggie just fucking got knocked out. But this is how heavy the woman is.
She hit the side of her head on the desk. She has ran her head full flush into a door before and not even blinked. Trust me.
I wouldn't doubt it. We have our kitten Storm will run into everything metal and wood head first and not give a fuck.
This dog's skull is she has head butted my ass and not even thought twice about it. But yeah, Dev, if you want to get on the TikToker, and start, if you want to handle the TikTok and let Maddie and I handle the Facebook and the Tweeter.
Well, I need to get a hold of the RAWBall YouTube so I can try to make clips.
I can send it.
Yeah, start TikToking.
I feel like that could get us more views. TikTok's wrestling platform's pretty big.
You got a free. Hey, we are the co-founders of the RAWBall podcast. I trust my brothers to no end. You can do whatever you get a TikToker, start TikToking. I don't know what the fuck TikTok is, but start TikToking.
As long as you don't post raw balls on your TikTok, I think that will be fine.
Yeah, keep
We're the Raw Balls podcast.
Yeah, keep you and Micah's genitalias off of the TikToker, but past that, you guys can do whatever.
No, we can put a genitalia in there. I've seen straight up tits, shit, or fucking we got
to save that for the OnlyFans account that we're going to open. Down
only
the road.
Raw Balls.
Whenever we put, Matty Ass, Dev Dick, and
Captain's Cock.
Captain's Cock, on the OnlyFans. We have to stage this marketing, that's what we got to, we stage the marketing.
We need to make our own, you know how there's Feed Finder? We need to do Only Balls.
What is Feed Finder?
It's an app that people sell their feet pics because people have foot fetishes. My girlfriend's sister has one and it's disgusting.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
Summer has one.
Mm-hmm. And she used Sky's name in it. It's called Sky's Wonderland.
You're joking.
I wish I was.
And Sky hasn't kicked her ass for it?
Oh, most of the times, every time Sky wanted to fuck her up, that bitch was pregnant. So.
Okay.
She's 4 for 5.
Can we move on to Cody and Brock?
Please.
Yes, in the interim, Maddie, get Maddie's ass ready. Dev, get the Dev dick ready. I'll get the captain. We'll have an OnlyFans. Maggie, for the love of all that's holy. Cody and Brock.
Yeah,
I love the booking of this match.
Cody's conundrum with Brock's brutality.
It took me a while to think about it, but it reminded me a little. The finish reminded me of Flair and Vader from Starrcade '93. With the single leg roll up like that out of the Kimura lock. But
it reminded me of Ember Moon and fucking
Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler with the
Shayna Baszler was undefeated before Ember rolled her up like that.
Yeah, and that's what I got a lot of vibes from. Was like when Shayna put in that, was it her version of the Coquina Clutch?
The Rockies are tied 0-0 with the Pirates through 3.
I thought you were about to tell me like they were like 3-3 or some shit like that.
No, it's tied 0-0.
We'll get into this on the MLB news, but I gotta know something whenever we get to that. But yeah, no, Cody Brock, that match was, and it gave us 2 phenomenal memes.
The Brock blood spot.
Please, Maddie, do the Cody walk again. You did it so well the other night.
Yes, do it. Adrenaline in his soul. Whoa! My father said that I was younger. I'd walk better than any other man.
The '90s cartoon dad walk. like Suge tweeted out the gif of Jerry from Tom and Jerry doing the sideways run, and I was dead.
See, I need to turn that into a TikTok when Maddie walks into a RAWBall podcast.
Like Cody definitely channeled.
See,
something.
Dev, that could be your area of expertise for the RAWBall podcast.
I've never made anything like that, so I don't want to fuck it up.
Doing our talk ticks.
Go with the talk ticks.
We'd call it the ball ticks.
I'm an old guy, I'm not exactly up to hip on. I'm like Abe Simpson. I remember what it was, and now what I know was it isn't it, and it is scary.
The funny thing
to you
is the last time I did something like that, I had the other program on Reddit, and now the funny thing is that they don't have a Reddit page anymore.
Oh, and now what's it? It's weird and scary. It'll happen to you.
Imager's going down?
Yeah, apparently Imager's going down.
Is it getting bought out by iFunny?
Oh, no. It's the same thing that happened on Tumblr. They found too much porn on there, so they decided to kill it.
Imager's been filled with porn.
Why do people hate porn?
Well, you have to understand, it's the wrong type of porn going up on there.
Like leaks and shit?
Oh, the wrong type of porn.
Yeah,
okay.
like stuff that I don't want to talk about on the podcast.
Okay,
fair enough.
No further
explanation. Stuff that'll get us kicked off.
Okay. Well, there's the good kind of porn, which the three of us engage in our private lives that we don't release or film, which actually isn't porn. Then there's the bad kind of porn that gets the opposite of that, and
and can get you jail time.
Yeah, the three of us do not engage in that kind of porn. We
I don't
engage
like
in
jail.
No, none of us do.
Don't get arrested.
Yeah, yeah.
RAWBall's advice: don't get arrested.
Coming from us, that's a big statement. Well, I mean, Maddie's got his lady. Dev has his lady. I have
multiple ladies.
Whatever I'm in bed with that night. So it's just don't do stupid shit.
Yeah,
it's not hard to not be a stupid ass.
I would do.
What was that?
What?
What?
Yeah, stay hydrated and don't get arrested.
Typically, if you do one, the other won't happen as well.
Yeah, if you stay hydrated, chances are your drinking won't lead you into getting arrested.
And if you're close to getting arrested, if you stay hydrated, you can outrun those fat pigs.
Captain Rentals? Dave, are you calling me a whore? I do.
Cats, rentals, rim jobs.
Well, band chicks are.
They do.
Wait a minute. Yes, band chicks are a little bit kinkier than the. We're diving off into other territories here. Captain's Rentals. Is that like sample sales from Hee Haw? Captain's Rentals sample sales.
You know what they say, dude? It is the oldest profession.
I mean, I thought I had the oldest profession of being just the most, biggest asshole on planet Earth that just has a camera in front of him.
We're gonna use Cap as a U-Haul. What the fuck, man?
You're gonna use me as a U-Haul.
Cap's U-Hauls. Because of Cap's Rentals, you're gonna end up using them as a U-Haul.
Okie dokie.
You haul them, you store it.
What was our overall star rating for the Backlash pay-per-view in Puerto Rico?
If I don't remember, I think I said 6.5.
6.5, somewhere in that category.
Like I said, I thought they hit a home run. Like, yeah, some of the matches didn't belong on a pay-per-view, but it kind of helped them stage the show. So I'd give them a 7.
I wouldn't consider a 7 a home run, though.
Well, I'm not giving it a 10.
A home run is
9 or 10.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes there's inside the park home runs.
Is that what you're considering it then?
No, a 9 would be an inside the park home run. A 10 is an Albert Pujols 550-foot blast to Maggie.
One of the best to ever get a cock shot.
Maggie is just attention me today.
That's how Cloud was, and now he's fucked off wherever the fuck he goes.
And now he's fucked off. David gave it a 6.25.
Yeah, I would go maybe
Dave
6.25.
is normally pretty accurate on his. Dave is normally pretty accurate on his ratings. I may go a quarter of a point above or below. Typically with Dave, I've found somewhere in that category, maybe a half if I'm just really feeling like an asshole. But yeah, I mean, Dave and I tend to be pretty fairly in line on our ratings if we watch a match. So, and
in our streams, you guys have recently been able to agree on shit, which is rare for the RAWBall pod.
Dev, I'll tend to you later.
Hey, who knows? Maybe one of these days, Dave and Cap can do a watch along of a Kenny Omega match.
Maybe Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus whoever the fuck Cap hates. Disco Inferno and whoever the fuck.
Maddie, I have your mailing address, and my hands, when combined, will completely take your throat. You've seen
me. I do not have a David Mills neck, so yes, it would.
I mean,
he'd tell you to do it again.
Imagine your throat. Here is my hand on a beer. So imagine double that.
All right, so
that's not quite Andre the Giant. I mean, Andre it was completely encompassing, but that's actually not pretty bad.
Motherfucker had to sit through the holster his finger just.
You know, if that's the match Dave is showing you, Cap, it's a damn good match.
It is.
I mean, I watched 2 of the 4 Omega Okada matches, and I was not upset. I enjoyed the 2 out of 3 falls and the time limit draw.
Okay.
I enjoyed his match with Bryan Danielson. Apart from that, I'm trying to think of anything Kenny Omega has done that has, been good for professional wrestling.
All right. So, Cap, where should we bounce next? We had the playoffs for both the NHL and the NBA. We have the NFL news or the MLB.
Let's hit the MLB real quick. I'm going to take a quick look here on ESPN.
I'm going to pop up the final from last night's game.
Because we do have some breaking news.
Ooh.
Involving a member of the Denver Nuggets team who received a technical last night.
Oh, Lord.
Jokic?
Fuck, yeah.
There's Jokic for hitting a ref.
Jokic.
He pushed over a ref, if I'm not mistaken.
No, the owner.
Yeah.
It's the Suns' owner.
He turned around, bumped the owner, and the owner fell back into his chair.
And the owner said and to credit to the owner, he said a suspension would be bullshit here.
Good. Because it would be bullshit.
Because that'd just be the Nuggets throwing them their star. That's like the Lakers putting a suspension on LeBron. Golden State putting on a suspension on Curry. Jokic is our star player.
Your ass.
Ooh. How long? In school or out school?
As long as I damn well please.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Might as well just consider an expulsion.
I'm fucking with you, Dev. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing you in about a month, man.
Yeah, I'm excited too, brother.
You find this man $25,000
for a slight. Keyword slight.
It even says right here, slight.
Yeah, keyword. Highlight that in blue. Slight.
Okay, think about this. How many times have you two been just in a kitchen doing whatever, doing a show, cooking a meal, whatever, and one of you has just kind of boom. Jesus, Hebrew Christ.
Hello again, Miss Maggie.
I have accidentally knocked over one of my own coworkers, or technically crewmates, because I was their manager, just because the kitchen was busy. They got in my way, and I accidentally bumped them. It wasn't
I've
a slight.
Someone over in the kitchen before. Just because we're running around trying to come around a corner, they were coming around a corner, and we just fucking.
I've done that in a kitchen. When you're in close quarters like that, you bump and run into people. It does.
And whenever you're playing the sport of
basketball, that's why I love the TV show The Bear. Anyone who's ever worked in a kitchen should watch that TV show. It is the most accurate television show I've ever seen about working in a kitchen. It is heated. It is tough. It is profane. You fucking do your job.
Okay, so here is the direct words from the owner himself. Great win for the Suns last night and an amazing series so far. That should be and is the only story. Suspending or fining anyone over last night's incident would not be right. I have a lot of respect for Jokic, and I don't want to see anything like that. Excited for Game 5. Let's go, Suns.
Yeah, if the person that was the quote, if the person that was the quote unquote assaulted one, and he's like, no one should be fined, no one should be suspended. This is fucking stupid. We should just play ball and enjoy the game. Go Suns, ready for Game 5. Jokic should not be fined $25,000. I can't even remember the last time I even had $25,000.
Pussy that you're gonna even, I honestly, if I was the owner, let's say I'm the owner of the Suns, I'm paying that fine for him.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm giving Jokic $25,000 just because of that stupid shit.
Let's just put this thing into an analytical, just a fantasy thing. Okay, Dev.
Oh, he just hopped over to the porcelain.
Yeah. No. What's that?
No, I was saying, Dev. Okay, we're in the heat of doing whatever, whether it be a Chiefs, Bengals, AFC Championship. We're hanging out post Royal Rumble. We're doing whatever, and you and I bump into each other, and one of us falls down. Are you really going to take issue with that
No.
in the heat of that shit. No.
Fuck no. And I'm the person that will jump to
if you bumped into me.
And I'm the person that will
my
fight
ass
first,
down,
ask
and
questions
I'm a foot taller
after.
than you. I'm a foot taller than you, and if you knock my ass, like, well, shit, that's just what happens.
Yeah, shit happens. If I fell on my ass, it is what it is. I'm the type of person that'll fight first, ask questions later. And even in a situation like that, I'm like, it is what it is.
I'm not saying fight you provincial putts.
Oh no, I'm not saying that at all. But even in a situation where I got pushed down on the ground, normally people with my instinct is I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna pop the person in the mouth. But in a situation like that, in a stadium or a big event, yeah, if I get knocked down accidentally, oh well, I'll get up. I'll be like, I'll look to the player.
Very good. I'm glad that you and I would not come to fisticuffs because God knows I would never intentionally try to hurt you. But
no, same with me. I would never intentionally hurt you either.
This guy got bumped into a seat, and the league finds the basketball player.
And it's funny because there's a situation with the same two teams, and Jokic accidentally hit Devin Booker in the face, and Booker on Twitter was like, "This game's for pussies." I didn't feel it. I'm not mad. He shouldn't have been suspended.
I want to know.
And it's the same team.
I want to know how much Draymond Green got suspended for stomping on another player.
I don't think he did. I don't think the Plumlee shit, he got anything for it.
Let me see.
Possibly. So yeah, I'm going to hit the toilet.
All right.
The porcelain prince retreats to his throne whilst Primetime Maddie and He Who Commands continue.
Yeah, so as I'm looking, apparently there wasn't a fine on Draymond for stomping on a person.
Something doesn't smell right there to me. I mean,
all right, so he got a 1-game ban. This is according to ESPN. 1-game ban. Come on, let me know if he got any type of...
Maggie, for all the love that is holy, let Daddy do his job. Oh my God, honey boo.
Okay, are you ready?
Really need this much love?
He was suspended without pay for 1 game.
Okay.
That ain't shit.
While you're taking
like the one I'm taking. Exactly.
But
well, as I said last night during our live stream, I've never seen 2 human beings hit the can more than you and Maddie.
Well, that's just what we eat.
Maggie, for the love of God, Daddy's working. Hey, Daddy loves you. You're awesome puppy. You're awesome. Hey,
does she need to go outside maybe?
No, she has these moods sometimes where she just needs loving. Trust me, if she needed to go out, she would be whimpering and whining and boxing the door,
jumping at the door.
She just wants loving because she knows Daddy's interacting with his friends.
But yeah, Jokic getting a $25,000 fine. If I'm the owner, I'm paying that off and saying, "Let's play Game 5."
Yeah, that's just that's some horseshit bullshit. That
I mean, and to be
that is just the NBA Commissioner Silver trying to play big dick. I mean, that is just that is
he's shaped like a giant phallus. So.
Hey, I might leave. I might have to leave. This might be my possible job calling me. I'll join back in a sec.
Okay.
Sweet Jesus, what did you eat?
Oh no, his job. It might be the job call.
Oh! I thought I misunderstood him. I thought he said it was.
I gotta be. I'll be back. I might have to shit my brains out a lot harder than I thought.
Which with Dev wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I've seen that guy have 2 slices of pepperoni pizza and have to run to the fucking can. Anywho.
But back to the baseball news before we hop into the actual basketball and stuff.
Well, I was actually checking the just before we get into because we discussed on the Saturday night show in the After Hour with Dave about a particular comment that the Oakland A's broadcast made. We've had another.
Another one happened?
Another one by West Virginia University. This just came out on ESPN.
WV University.
So I don't exactly know how to feel about this shit because I hate it. But when I say I don't know how to feel about it, I should rephrase that in that I'm tired of hearing about it.
Oh, why? This shouldn't be a fucking problem anymore.
Why are... I'm trying to make sure I use the right words here because I don't want to go over the top. Why are people in this day and age doing and saying this kind of shit? Because I just... And I'm not talking about
on the radio.
Yeah, I'm not talking about your Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, George Carlin, stand-up comedy, whatever's. That's a whole different thing. That's a presentation. That's a gimmick. That's a routine to get your brain. We're talking about people saying these things in open public, and it's starting to piss me off, to be honest, because
it's pissing me off. It's pissing the wider audience off.
I'm sick of this shit, of people having these. I'm sick of people having these prejudices. It really pisses me off. And I mean, I'm fortunate in that I live in a very liberal college town. I don't have to encounter this stuff very much in person, but other people do in their daily life.
Wow.
Holy
fucking
fuck.
Shit, dude. So yeah, it's good that ESPN blocked out the words because those are words that'll easily get us kicked off. But,
yeah.
Wow. Again, I don't understand how people can be so hateful of other people's happiness. What does it fucking matter to them?
I mean, are we really? Is this still a Rick Santorum 2004 presidential run when he famously said the greatest threat to America is homosexuality? That was 2004. This is ridiculous. 2023. Are people really still in that sense and that mode where they really think that anything that the LGBTQ plus community, I hope I'm not leaving anybody out, that anything they do is somehow a threat?
It doesn't affect them.
No, this story with West Virginia University, one of their radio broadcasters,
very homophobic.
Made a very
very homophobic.
Exceptionally, coming off the heels of what the Oakland A's broadcaster said on Saturday night.
So we're in 2023 and we still have broadcasters throwing racial slurs and homophobic slurs.
What are the A's? I didn't hear anything on this.
Okay, so time out. Let's educate Devin here.
Yeah, you kind of missed something yesterday.
So Saturday night after Backlash ended and you took off, we just continued chatting with Dave. The Oakland A's radio broadcaster he mispronounced a racial slur when describing the Negro Leagues, and I will leave it at that.
Yeah, you can fill in the blanks there.
You can fill in the blanks there.
And this is a guy that apparently was around during the time of the leagues.
He mispronounced the word Negro with another racial slur, and
I can fill in the blanks when you said the Negro League and he mispronounced it. Okay,
very good.
What happened after that?
48 hours later, we have the West VU radio announcer making some very insensitive homophobic slurs.
Here, let's just let Devin read it real quick.
Let's put it up because they blanked out everything appropriately. Dev, take a read here.
Do take a read because
I can fill in the asterisks.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Came out. Alrighty.
From here down to here.
Any school?
Oh yeah, don't read it out loud, Dave.
I'm not. I went to start the say and then it went in the rest of my head.
Yep.
And this was on air, Devin. This was on the radio.
He knew he was on air.
He was in an interview. He knew he was getting recorded.
Yes. This was.
What do they mean by transgender night? Is that a thing that they've been doing?
I think that's what the school might have hosted a transgender night or something, but what the dude said on air is ridiculously unacceptable for a long time.
Even if you have issues with those types of people or any type of people, keep that shit to your fucking self.
Exactly.
If you want to be a racist to yourself.
Like me and Cap were saying. Well, I mean, don't be a racist.
Don't be, but if you're going to, don't fucking spread that hateful shit. But if you're going to, don't spread that hateful shit to innocent people just wanting to live their lives and just be fucking happy. It's not a sin to be happy and love the person you want to love. Fuck what anything else does.
I personally take great offense to hearing that shit.
Yeah,
especially coming from you as a Catholic with the Christianity religion. Yeah, that's a hit straight to you. Because they even said Catholic. The dude even said Catholic.
The dude even said Catholic F words.
Yeah.
We're in 2023.
Well, it goes beyond that.
We're in 2023 and we can't get past racial prejudices or sexual prejudices. And
in my personal life, I still have to hear people saying shit like that, and it really pisses me off.
It's insane. We are in the year 2023. We've been progressing so much, well.
We think we have,
but it's these.
But
old
have
heads,
we,
dude? It's these old heads that are still holding on to these prejudices and won't fucking let them go, no matter what. And it's passing on to their fucking.
It's still bottom of the fifth, 0-0, Colorado versus Pittsburgh.
We don't get very political on here because I don't talk politics. I don't know politics. Our grandfather once told me, if you don't know anything, don't say.
This isn't political. This
is humanitarian.
This is humanitarian. And this shit, when I see and hear it, pisses me off.
So we didn't. It says that they're reviewing the situation. They should just get him off the phone.
There's nothing to review. It's live. It's there. He said it. There's nothing to investigate.
Cap, you remember the other one, Castellanos to left.
Yeah,
I forget his name, but
that was Tom Brenneman, Marty Brenneman's son, who was with the. Well, and again, I'm not trying to in any way give credit to Tom Brenneman. He was under the impression that he was off, that they were off the air. Not justifying what he said by any means whatsoever.
You're not justifying it. What you're actually
but he thought he was off the air. It's because there's shit that we may say to each other off the air that could be potentially construed as
hate speech or anything.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking, people knowing they're on the air, the A's broadcaster using
the N-word,
that potential racial slur, and another guy who's being interviewed going after any number of
any number of people. He went after he could have went after the entire LGBT community if he wanted to. That's how he sounded like he was getting ready to go.
They let him cut too long.
That shit pisses me off. I won't get into the hows and whys exactly as to how much it pisses me off on air.
But it
pisses Captain off.
It pisses me off. Why are people so upset with other people's happiness? That's That's what it breaks down to. Their happiness is pissing me off, and I don't know why.
Because that happiness does not align with their political and religious beliefs.
No, fuck religion and fuck your political beliefs.
For real.
Because we live
if you
in a
hate
world
something,
where
give it a reason,
are,
not just because you're not happy.
Because we live in a world where we are 40% liberal Democrat and 40% conservative Republican. And as far as the 40% conservative Republican side is concerned, unless you are a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant who is completely straight as a grizzly dick, has never smoked weed, has never engaged in any kind of homosexual behavior, has never done anything that the supposed Jesus of Nazareth, to quote Christopher Hitchens, would deem unholy. Unless you live those lines, then they do not want to see you around. They do not want you.
I'm not gonna try to dive into it that like too much more, because again, religion and politics are things that just go on for tangents. But I saw on Twitter, there's a guy trying to use scripture to explain why having long hair is not masculine and against the Bible.
Well, look at the guy who's on the cover.
Yeah. I was like, bro, look at all these older stories. You mean to tell me Moses is out here with a fade just going through the desert? That's not possible.
Moses out there with the cleanest wave after just parting the Red Sea.
Apparently any biblical character that had long hair, hell, Devin, even long hair like yours isn't manly.
Fuck him.
But yeah, like David said, there's zero fucking need for any of this complete shit, not only in 2023, but there's no place for it ever.
Agreed.
Well, this is another thing that Dev might be able to put into some kind of a context, since you're going to become our new TikTok guy, or maybe like a Patreon, like a RAWBall after hours type thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That we can, potentially do.
RAWBall Plus or some shit.
RAWBall Plus.
RAWBall Plus, yeah. RAWBall Unsheathed, something like that. I don't fucking know. But let's get back to the
RAWBall Unprotected.
RAWBall Unprotected, yeah.
RAWBall.
Something like that.
That's our uncensored shit.
Since we did kind of just like reset where we were, we kind of put the stick shift back into neutral. where are we wanting to jump? Because we didn't really touch on any of the news in the MLB. And
MLB was going to be our
next. Well, let Cap go with what he wanted to go with first, and then we'll
I didn't have anything.
We'll hop on to...
You said I had something to put into perspective, and then...
No, that's for after the show.
Oh.
But let's hop into the game of the week.
Not for live consumption.
Fair enough.
Let's hop into our game of the week, which was last night. Dodgers-Padres. Pretty damn good game up until the final inning.
Yeah, it was 2-0. Well, consider the Padres scored 2 runs in the first inning, and it was 2-0 until the 9th. And then the Dodgers tied it up, and then in the 10th scored 3 more.
Yeah, off of Mookie Betts' 3-run shot.
No. Mookie Betts, Mookie tied it up in the 9th.
That's right. Mookie tied it up with.
And then we got was it Vargas or Bush hit a.
I swear
they drove in 2 runs.
Was it Vargas? I swear to God.
So Mookie Betts is the reason why I'm at 71.
Well, we'll get into the RAWBall Fantasy Baseball League standings after we get into the actual Major League Baseball.
I adjusted
standings.
my team, guys.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Maddie, you still have 2 guys who are on the 15-day IL who are in your active roster, dipshit.
Who? Wait, is it Woodruff? Because I'm waiting for him to get healthy because I know he can pitch.
You can put him on the IL and pick up another pitcher, you motherfucking dumbass.
It won't let me put people on the IL. I have to get rid of my active players.
Right? Go into your browser, manage IL, move to IL, pick up.
I do, but when I do.
I'm old, I'm tired, I'm hurt, and I work with fucking children.
All right. But yeah, no, Dodgers-Padres was a good game. Other MLB news, yesterday was a day for home runs.
It was a blowout day in the MLB. The Chicago White Sox scored 17. The Atlanta Braves scored 16.
Jesus.
Yeah. The White Sox murdered the Reds last night.
What was the final for the White Sox Red?
17-4.
17-4?
A whole 13-run
Fucking.
differential.
The Reds are just sitting there like, can we quit yet?
Oh, here's another one of your guys, Maddie. I remember seeing this. Travis d'Arnaud to return from the IL.
Let's go.
Jesus Christ, just because he isn't Japanese and doesn't have a stash, you might want to start paying attention to your team because you're getting dogged. We're going to get to that, eventually.
I thought that said concussion 2, and I was like, wait a second, did he get another concussion during
No. IL-7 is MLB term for concussion protocol.
Okay.
Whenever you see IL-7 means concussion protocol.
Okay.
What's IL-10?
IL-10, okay. All right. Let me educate the younger non-baseball fans here. IL-7 is concussion protocol. IL-10 or IL-60 is for hitters. IL-15 or IL-60 is for pitchers. Pitchers, the minimum they can go on is 15 days. The minimum hitters can go on is 10 days. Anyone is eligible for IL-7, which is concussion. 60 days is basically damn near season ending.
Yeah, you're out for half the season.
Yeah, but IL-15 is for pitchers. IL-10 is for hitters. Okay. And IL-7 is concussion for either one.
But yeah, yesterday was insane for the runs. It was insane for the scores. The whole weekend was kind of wild. I mean, the Rockies, did they sweep the Mets?
They won Saturday and Sunday night. We also lost Vida Blue, one of a absolute Hall of Fame pitcher, won 3 straight World Series with the Oakland A's.
I'll pull up his baseball reference again because it's needed to look at. That age 21 season is insane.
We've actually got a challenge right now in Colorado over a stolen base.
Ooh,
what's the score right now?
It's 0-0, bottom of the 5th. Kyle Freeland has thrown 69 pitches.
Nice.
With a shutout.
How many is it showing, like strikeouts and Ks and shit?
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. This is the season I wanted to show you boys. Cap already knew about it, but Devin, 1971.
3 straight World Series from this guy. Passed away last night.
8.75. Jesus.
Yeah, I was about to say that might be one of the best winning percentages for 39, a 30 plus.
39, 0, 24, 8, 0, 3, 12, 2,
look at that strikeout number, Devin.
6, 19, 88, 3, 301. Jesus. That's his best. Is that his career high? Is 300? That's his career high with everything.
That's one season. What
Maddie has. Yeah, I know, but I was asking you if this one season was almost all his career highs because that's what it's looking like.
Well, I don't think he never touched 24 wins again. He got close in 75 and in 73, but like in terms of the ridiculousness, yeah, no, this was his best season. And he was only 21 years old.
What's H9 stand for?
Home runs per 9. Hits per 9 is what H9 stands for.
Oh, yeah.
And HR9 is home runs per 9.
And BB9 is based on balls, SO, strikeouts.
3 straight World Series rings with the Oakland A's, 71 to 73.
And how many?
And they won all 3 of them, or how many did they win in those?
No, they won all 3. They won 3 straight World Series.
Which still hasn't been done, has it?
Mm-mm.
They went from the team with the most amount of World Series won consecutive to potentially being the worst team in MLB history with win-loss records, at least.
More or less. But
do they not have his WAR on here?
Yeah, you read it last night during the stream.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was all the way up at the top, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, his wins above replacement is 45.1.
Jesus. 209 wins to 161 losses.
Yeah, we lost.
That's still massive.
We lost
legend
legend yesterday.
And if you want to know how that compares to the all-time leader in WAR, Babe Ruth, 183.1.
Babe Ruth is 183.1. There's not 183 games in a season.
That's career
WAR. What was his COD? Just old age? Cancer?
Babe Ruth's career, he had 183.1 WAR.
Oh, I think Vida Bloom, died peacefully in his bed, Devin.
Yeah, there's the link for Babe
That's
Ruth's
good, at least.
WAR.
Oh, no, Devin, you were right. Died of complications of cancer.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and by comparison, if we just want to compare career WAR, as far as current players, let's look at Mike Trout career WAR. So if Babe has 183.1, Mike Trout presently has 82.4.
Jesus. So
who's touted as the best ever?
Ruth.
Yeah,
as far as wins above replacement. But here's the thing. Mike Trout 3 years ago was on pace to become only the third guy since 1869 to reach 4,000 career hits.
Did he get it?
No, he's fallen well off that pace because of injuries.
Yeah.
But 3 years ago, this is how good he is. He was on pace to become only the third guy since 1869 to record 4,000 career hits. That's Ty Cobb, Pete Rose. They're the only two guys with 4,000 career hits. Trout was on pace to join that club, but injuries have pretty much stymied.
Do you know his stats where he's at now and projected to possibly be able to get that 4,000?
No, he's not going to hit that 4,000, Devin, unless he plays like another 15 seasons.
Yeah.
That's how hurt he's gotten.
Yeah, he injury bug has bitten him. Let's see, career hits. He's got 1,581 through 13 years. So divided by 13, that's 121 per year. He was on pace roughly 2-3 years ago to be able to eclipse 4,000, but that's not going to happen now. Which
how many years do you think Trout's got? 2, 3?
Oh no! I mean, Trout's got another 7, 8 years in him. He's got a contract for. He's the highest paid player in baseball. I mean, he's going to get to 3,000, but he's not going to.
What's the average age for retirement or people leaving due to injury in the MLB?
Oh, it varies by the number of injuries. Trout. I mean, I think Trout is going to hit 3,000.
I think Trout will hit 3,000, not a problem.
I think he'll get to 3,000 eventually. He'll probably be in his early 40s if he plays that long. But I don't think anybody's ever going to hit 4,000 again. Because you had Ty Cobb do it when he retired in 1920. No, it was 19. Was it? No, 31 or 32 when Ty Cobb retired. Rose retired in the late 80s because he eclipsed Cobb. I don't think you're ever going to see another guy hit 4,000 again.
Who is Cobb the one with the most?
Pardon?
Does Cobb have the most hits ever?
No, Cobb had 4,191. Rose has 4,256.
So Rose is the.
But no one, I don't think anyone's ever going to hit 4,000 again.
What was David Ortiz's? Because he was the last big hitter that I remember.
We're talking base hit guy, not homer.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about homers. I'm just talking base
batting average base hit guy.
Yeah,
Poppy was never a big batting average guy, D.
Yeah.
I know he was a big bomber.
Poppy was always a pop hitter. He never was much of a base hitter. If we want to talk about good, solid base hitters, Dustin Pedroia before he got fucking injured.
Yeah.
How many did he get before he was injured?
I'll pull
Dustin
up his baseball
Pedroia,
reference.
career hits.
I'll pull up his baseball reference.
Dustin Pedroia. Let's see. 1,805.
Okay. And how many seasons was that in?
I think Pedroia. Well,
14.
Pedroia
That was 14
really
seasons.
Pedroia also got really hurt, and towards those later seasons, he didn't play full seasons.
You also have to remember Cobb played for 23 seasons. Pete Rose played for, I think, 24 or 25. So you would have to, let's just say to hit 4,000. 4,000 divided by, let's say you played for 25 years. That's 160 hits a year. Say if you only played 2 years, that's 200 hits a year. No one's ever going to hit 4,000 a year.
Yeah,
hit 4,000 career hits. It's not going to happen.
No, if they do, they have to be like a fucking Ricky Henderson-esque contact.
You're never going to see. Well, Ted Williams, 1941, hit 406. No one's ever hit above 400 since 1941.
So that year, Joey Votto by I think All-Star break was at 400. What year? How did he end that season?
400 batting average.
Yeah, he was at a 400 batting average by the time the All-Star break.
No, that was 1994. That was Tony Gwynn. He was at 394 with a month and a half to go, and then the strike happened in '94, and that killed his chance to come close to Ted Williams.
Okay, so Cincinnati Reds first baseman Joey Votto finished the second half of the season posting a 408 batting average. This was back in.
But he didn't qualify because he didn't play enough games.
Yeah, I was about to say, he hit that after becoming the first player with at least 200 plate appearances to hit over 400 after the All-Star break.
Yeah, but he didn't have enough plate appearances to equate to what Williams did, so he didn't qualify.
The season average he had was 326 that year.
Right, and Williams played all 162 games and hit 406.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, 406 over 162 games.
Hey, Dave is filling us with some interesting wrestling news. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Imperium. Imperium could easily be the ones to take the belts off of Zayn and Owens.
But Owens and Zayn can't go to Saudi.
Exactly. So you have
you said before the up and coming.
Yeah, so you have Imperium win the belts off of Kevin and Sami, win this week, challenge for them next week, go into Sands of Time the week after.
Okay, that's possible.
It would be hot shot as shit, but it could work.
Because they don't need a tag match on the Sands of Time, tag team title match.
Zoe Stark will be making her in-ring debut for Monday Night Raw, facing the new Masters graduate, Nikki Cross.
Congrats to her. I was excited to see that on her Instant Twitter.
Cody versus
Matt, you finish. Matt, finish up Dave's updates. I'm going to relieve some ballots, and we'll get to the MLB standings.
No worries. Cody versus Miz versus Finn, and Seth versus Priest versus Nakamura. That is the triple threat matches.
They're doing triple threats for you?
No, they're doing triple threat matches that will lead into one-on-one matches. The people that win the one-on-one matches will go and face the person from the other brand, and that's how we'll decide who faces who.
Fair enough.
And then the final one, this one's going to be interesting for you, Cap. El Phantasmo just challenged Nick Wayne for the Defy title.
Oh, that's going to be a fucking banger of a match. I love ELP.
By the way, Colorado, Kyle Freeland, he's into the bottom of the sixth, still pitching a shutout.
Let's go, Freeland. Also, I did find out we did not sweep the Mets. Kodai Senga shut us out on the first game of the series.
Fair enough.
But, yeah, no, Raw's looking interesting tonight. Raw's looking interesting. There's supposed to be quite a bit of wrestling as opposed to, actual talking segments.
Commercials or promos. So with this new buying out, do you think there's going to be more commercials and less promos? Less commercials, more promos?
There's definitely going to be a lot more advertisements. Like the Pitch Black match, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch match. We're going to have a lot more of those, I think, and a lot more of maybe in-ring advertisements. Like, have you seen what the AAA ring looks like?
I have not yet. What's it looking like?
Give me a second.
Sounds good.
Da-da-da-da. Like, this is just... Oh, these people are giving me stuff from video games. Right. Like this, Devin. Welcome back, Cap. And let me know what you think about this as well, because I think we may be going towards more advertisements inside the wrestling rings. Very similar to this, Devin. Where the inside of the ring just has a big logo. And
so kind of like how the UFC octagons have multiple advertisements like Prime, Venom, so on and so forth.
Precisely. And, I swear to God, if we get ELP in Bullet Club Gold, I'd be very happy. But I think we brought up Lance.
But wasn't White the one that threw him out?
No.
So that wouldn't...
Was it White that threw him out? I thought it was Finlay.
I thought White was the one that threw ELP out because he was quote-unquote the weaker link.
I think it was Dave Finlay. ELP also just challenged Dave Finlay at the last NJPW show, where Tama Tonga got taken out on a stretcher after losing the never openweight title.
Okay.
So interesting stuff going on in New Japan. And Cap, now that you are back, what do you think about this potentially having advertisements inside of the wrestling ring? Cap, you're muted.
I think it's inevitable. We've seen it in Premier League soccer. We've started to see it in the NBA.
Aren't they doing it in hockey too, where they've got that?
Yeah, it's started to come around in hockey. It's one of those things that's going to happen. And as much as I don't like it, I understand it and I accept it. And the old fuckers are going to have to come around and accept it. That with television sponsorship and television basically being dead as it's aging, it's coming down to sponsorships and who's paying money to your team and for people to watch them play. It's just one of those things that people are going to have to get used to. You're going to start seeing, like, people always bitch, oh, we're watching Premier League soccer. We can see everything except the actual logo of the team. Well, get used to it because that's what's coming.
I mean, hey, I don't
like it.
Well, I think I heard.
I hate it, but it's facts of life.
I think I heard something similar is coming for your league, the MLB, Cap.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Like where we might.
The MLB's fucking dying because they have no idea. Major League Baseball has no idea how to make money or promote players or the games. And along with regional sports networks dying, you're going to start seeing this in all major sports. And it's just a fact of life. Dave is not wrong there. Dave is not wrong there because right now we have 30 Major League Baseball teams. We should only have roughly 15 to 20 because half of them never draw a fucking dime, to quote Mike Graham. Half of them never draw a fucking dime. We should get rid of them.
Teams would you get rid of, though?
Miami Marlins, Tampa Bay Rays, Kansas City Royals, Oakland Athletics,
Rockies,
Colorado Rockies, Cincinnati Reds.
There's a bunch
teams that don't draw a fucking dime. But because of revenue sharing, these teams are allowed to survive. If you got rid of revenue sharing. If you got rid of revenue sharing,
God, I'm just throwing this ball right now.
If you get rid of revenue sharing, you would get rid of the teams that don't mean a shit. Nobody watches them. Nobody gives two flying fucks. The Reds this weekend had their lowest attendance in franchise history.
That's terrible. And
damn.
Wait, so Cincinnati, isn't that the team where,
they're the oldest? The Cincinnati Reds are the oldest team in Major League Baseball. They have been around since 1871. This weekend was the lowest weekend in the history of the franchise in attendance. Nobody gives a flying fuck about the Cincinnati Reds.
Well, not only that, didn't the owner actually go out and was
relegate them
about? Yeah, he was asked about, the fans are wanting you to sell, and he's like, to who? Who's going to take the team?
No, he was like, where are they going to go?
Yeah, where are they going to go?
I tell you what's going to happen? You're going to fucking lose the team because eventually economics are going to catch up, and we're actually going to. This is why I was telling Micah, he was asking me about what books he should check out of the library. The Fourth Turning. History is cyclical rather than lineal.
Yeah.
When major leagues were at its height, there were 16 teams. We have 30 now. Half of them don't draw a fucking dime. Nobody gives a flying fuck. They're only there because they're getting revenue sharing.
It took the Astros forever to even build a fucking team.
You get rid of revenue sharing and you eliminate half of the fucking league, which is what I would love to see. If people don't give a flying fuck, why are they around? Why are they taking up a spot?
It's like even in the NBA, teams like the Pelicans, the Hornets, like these teams don't draw. Like hell, even in the nation's capital, over in Washington, nobody really watches the fucking Wizards. And then we can jump into football. The Browns. The only reason people are in those stadiums is because they're selling those tickets for like $10 a pop. The Commanders. Nobody wants to watch them play. Falcons' attendance has been down since 3 seasons ago. It's more than just baseball. Like every major sports organization.
If you eliminated communism, revenue sharing, you would eliminate teams who do not fucking belong.
Oh, by the way, Sox Royals on 1-1 middle of the second.
Well,
already.
Okay, so it's top of the 7th right now. Rockies are still having a shutout.
Let's go. Oh, yes.
Well, I can't watch the Sox because Royals get blacked out.
But I'm on your account. How am I able to see them and you're not?
You're in Colorado.
Yes, but the last time I tried to watch the Rockies, it said it was, or not the Rockies, the White Sox, it was blacked out.
What the fuck is going on?
But I think it might have just adjusted like location settings because I couldn't watch the Rockies game. You're watching it. You can't watch the Sox game. I'm able to watch it.
Yeah, because they're playing in Kansas City. I can't watch it because they're one of the 4 blackout teams for me: Kansas City, St. Louis, Houston, and Texas.
Yeah. This is going to be one hell of a match, Cap. If you ever get a chance to catch it, I believe it's this upcoming weekend. Roderick Strong is back on the Indies and back in AEW, and he's about to put on some masterclass wrestling.
I've been waiting so long for Roderick to come back to us.
So it's 1-1 Sox and Royals. Bottom of the second, Dylan Cease is on the mound. I have very little faith in him.
And you got Greinke on the mound for the Royals.
Well, just because Dylan Cease is he's either strikeout or home run walk. I'm pulling back up the Rockies in Pittsburgh because this is actually pretty interesting at this point to me because I never thought I would see the day the Rockies are pitching a shutout.
So we've talked to Backlash, MLB.
We haven't gotten into our standings yet.
Yeah, we're getting to MLB standings. That's what we're getting to right now. So, American League East. Tampa Bay Rays are at 28-7. They're leading the AL East.
28-7. Jesus fucking Christ.
Coming in at second is Baltimore, 5.5 games back, 22-12. Toronto is 7 games back, 21-14. Boston, 21-15, 7.5. The Yankees dead last at 10 games back. That's the American League East at this point. Boston was on a 9-game winning streak. So let's not forget, Boston's been hot. They lost yesterday, but Boston has been hot.
I was about to say, and it's been the bats. Like, it's been
I was listening to the radio broadcast yesterday. Their broadcasters pointed out in the last 10 Red Sox games, their starters have gone at least 5 innings. So they've been able to save the bullpen. So whatever Alex Cora is doing, he may have figured out this problem with the rotation. I'm not sure what it is he might have done, but
he's got two rotational long relievers doing the starting position with Tanner Houck and fucking Brian Bayo.
So whatever may be going on, I mean, they're only a half game back of Toronto, and past that they would be, competing with Baltimore. So the AL East is pretty interesting right now. Baltimore's been hot, and we'll see how I think they actually have an off day today.
I'm glad to see that one of my birds are doing well.
They're 8-2 over their last 10. The Red Sox are. They're 8-2 over the last 10, and they won 9 straight. So the Red Sox are doing something good.
0-0. Oakland and the Yankees. Middle of the 5th, man on second for Oakland, 2 outs.
So we move to the AL Central, my division. Twins are 19-16. They're ahead 2.5 games over the Guardians of Cleveland, 16-18. Detroit is 15-18, 3 games back. My long-suffering Chicago White Sox are 7 games back. They are 12-23. Then you have the Kansas City Royals, who are 9-26.
Your division
I have a question.
Like a division of mid.
Go ahead, Dev.
How do you be 2.5 games behind and not just 2 games behind? Because I've noticed baseball has a lot of halves when it comes to being games behind.
It has to do with winning percentage and number of games you played, because you may have rainouts, you may have, things like that. I mean, eventually it all shakes out in the end of the season, but at this point you have rainouts, you have delays.
It's just mathematics at that point.
Yeah. It more or less at this point has to do with winning percentage. And but the Sox are fucking pathetic. We can't pitch.
The whole AL Central, honestly, like I said, kind of feels like a division of mid.
It's like it's the bus bowl, in the words of Urinating Tree or whatever the fuck he says.
The tank bowl.
The tank bowl.
Even though the Twins are leading the division, they are only 19-16 with a plus 26 run differential. Every other team in the division has a minus run differential. Every other fucking team.
How bad's your run differential compared to first? 54?
Oh, we haven't gotten to the A's in the AL West yet. But
yours was 54?
The Oakland A's are on pace to be the worst team in the history of baseball since 1869. We're going to get to them in just a second. So, getting to the AL West, we got the Rangers. Presently, they are up 2 games on the Angels.
I told you the Angels would be surprising.
The Mariners and the Astros are tied for 3.5 back in 3rd place. Everyone knew the Mariners were going to be much better this year. They've been building their farm system. Mariners are getting better and better every year.
So you said in 3rd place, the tie, it's 3.5 games back, correct?
Yeah, you got the Rangers in 1st. The Angels are in 2nd, 2 games back. And then again, a tie for 3rd place between the Mariners and the Astros. We'll see how things shake out tonight.
At 3.5, but I just wanted to keep the 3.5 because I want to see how low it is for the A's.
They are 13 games out of 1st. But
drop that down a little bit lower, Matt.
But here is the statistical kicker of this. The all-time, at this point still, worst team in the history of Major League Baseball are the 1964 Mets. And let me pull up their record that year. The 1964 Mets finished 53-109, which is still considered the worst team in the history of Major League Baseball. At this present time, the Oakland A's are 8-27, which is a .229 winning percentage. Now let's take 162 times .229. That gives us 37. Take 162 minus 37. That puts them at 37-125.
Jesus.
The Oakland A's presently are historically bound to be the and Pittsburgh just went up by 2. Freeland gave up the runs.
Yeah,
I expected that eventually.
So presently at this point, the Oakland A's are on pace to be the worst team in the history of Major League Baseball. Things could turn around, but with it being Oakland, you never know. Getting into the National League, this is the big surprise for me. The National League East. The Braves are leading the division by 7 games. Tied for second and third is the Mets and the Marlins at 7 games back. That's second place is 7 games back. The Braves fucking suck. They have no goddamn pitching. Half the Braves starting rotation, as far as opening day, half of their starting rotation is on the IL. And they are still 7 games ahead of the two best teams in that division. The Phillies are 8 games back, and the Nationals are 9.5. But I still say at this point, the Mets are going to win the World Series because the baseball gods are going to shove it right up my sphincter because they know I hate Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer more than any other 2 players in baseball. That's why the Mets are going to win the World Series this year.
Well, you know what would be?
I love Justin Verlander.
Verlander.
You know what would be an interesting story development? And you'll get to this division later. There's no way in fucking hell it's going to happen. But the Nuggets could win their first NBA championship the same year the Rockies win their first World Series.
We'll get to the Rockies in a minute. Now, the Rockies, mathematically, on paper, the Rockies aren't playing too bad.
No, we're just playing teams with better bats.
Well, we're going to get to the Rockies here. So we went through the National League East, National League Central. We got the Pirates. They're up 2-0 right now on the Rockies. Freeland is still on the mound. But the Pirates are up a half a game on the Milwaukee Brewers. Cubs are 2.5 back. Cincinnati Reds are 5.5. And the worst team record-wise in baseball, other than the Athletics, are the St. Louis Cardinals at 11-24. This is the biggest shocker thus far this season in baseball. The fact that the St. Louis... Now, the Cardinals are known... I'll throw this out there. The Cardinals are known for being slow starters. But they've never started this bad and made the playoffs.
I blame me. 100%. This is the first year we do anything with baseball, and my team sucks. I should have... If I claimed the Orioles, they would have sucked too.
The Cardinals are 2-8 over their last 10, and up until yesterday, had lost their last 10 in a row.
Jesus.
Fuck that.
Christ.
The Cardinals are absolute dog shit.
Oakland A's, we coming for you.
Now
you have 2 more you have 3 more wins than the Oakland A's.
That is depressing.
We're coming for you, motherfuckers.
Now we get to the big heated divisions so far this year. You got the Dodgers presently have a 1.5 game lead in the National League West. The Diamondbacks coming in at 1.5 back. The Padres 3 games back. The Giants 5 games back. And the Rockies 7 games back. But here is the difference. You've got 7 wins that separate the Dodgers from the Rockies. You go up to the National League East, you have 10 wins separating the Rays from the Yankees.
That would be actually really cool. I would love to see Ballard versus Priest.
So the Rockies, divisionally, they're not exactly dog shit. They're only 7 back. But the fact that they have as many wins as the Nationals, 2 more than the White Sox. I mean, that's how competitive that division is. The NL West is a fucking dogfight this year.
And it's a surprising dogfight. Again, the Rockies have no right being 7 games behind the Dodgers.
Well, I mean, it's May 8th. The season began March 30th. 7 games back.
Yeah, I think we've only played like 40 games this season.
I mean, 7 games back this early into the year. It doesn't look good, but it looks better than normal.
We are, I believe, 20 or 35 games into the season. 35 or 36.
Depending on how many you've played.
Yeah.
But take a look at this, though. The Rockies, I know it's 2-0 right now to the Pirates. The Rockies have won 6 of their last 10 and on a 2-game winning streak.
Oh, update for your Sox. We just got 2 runs driven in by Andrew Vaughn. 3-1 Sox.
Let's go, Cap.
Fucking A. Hey, I wore my White Sox jersey last night. Hey, we haven't been too bad lately. We've strung together some wins. What are the White Sox recently? We've won. We're 5-5 over our last 10, but we still have a minus 54 run differential. The Oakland A's have a minus 124, so we're not that bad. The Cardinals only have a minus 19, so they've been losing a lot of close games. But the Sox, I'm not hopeful.
What about the Red Sox?
Red Sox, presently, they have a plus 25.
You're plus 25, where I'm minus 19. Fuck you, Matt, but it's not like that in our fantasy.
Red Sox are 21-15 with a plus 25 run differential. They are 8-2 over their last 10, and they had won 9 in a row before yesterday.
Yeah, and Rafael Devers is one of the best home run hitters in the league right now.
And getting to the fantasy standings, Dev has overtaken me.
Let's go!
Dev is 4.5 ahead of me as of right now.
Wow.
Rat Bastards are in second. Stone Blunting HGH is in first. Casey Lilly has jumped up to third. He's 5 behind the cap. The Fottenville Farm Leaguers are 2.5 behind Lilly. My brother is 1 game behind them. Maddie is 59 points, so Maddie's
I'm low.
21 and a half out of first. And then V Trigger, sorry, Dave.
Fuck you, Dave.
Dave is exactly 20 behind the cap.
Wait, Joe, or what? Who is the one that was always in last place? I don't remember what.
Oh, the Banjos.
The Banjos. Is he gone? Did he leave?
He's still in.
Still at the bottom.
He's in 8th, and then Wade is bringing up the rear. So, yeah, you gained 3 points today, Dev. I dropped 5.
I never thought that I would actually have a chance to fucking win this Louisville Slugger. I'm going to be honest. I thought my team was shit.
Well, right now I've got Marcus Stroman pitching for the Cubs. He's 2 innings in, only 1 earned run, and I've still got Desclafani tonight hosting the Nationals. So we shall see where things wind up tomorrow.
Do I have anyone left?
Tonight, what do you have going? Let me go back to the standings.
Because I know Mookie did well for me from what you guys told me.
Let's see. Tonight, you're hitting 308 with a 742 OPS. Shane McClanahan pitched 6 shutout innings, and it's still going. You have Patrick Sandoval against Houston.
Okay. So I have a couple still going.
We shall see. It could. We're close enough. We could go either way. So
I'm surprised, bro.
Right now, it's Dev and the Cap battling it out for first place, which I did not even think was gonna.
I did not.
I didn't think I was even close to be able to get first place for a couple hours, let alone be able to hold first place for I think at most 2 days.
So
hey, you knocked me out of first place after a week.
Was that all the MLB news that you needed to cover, Cap?
We covered the standings. Let's just see if there's anything that makes sense. Royals Yarbo to IL with fractures around the eye. Yankees to get Judge back from IL tomorrow.
Let's go. Judge is coming back for me tomorrow.
That's about
not
all
doing
I
well.
have. Let's go to the NFL.
All right, let's hop on over to the NFL.
NFL to release full
Thursday.
2023 schedule Thursday.
And they're making it a show, right? They're turning it into a TV episode.
So we will get the full schedule released Thursday. We'll get to see exactly what weeks. We know the divisions that everybody's playing, but we'll get to see exactly the weeks and the matchups Thursday, which I'm very.
It's going to be an interesting season.
I wonder if Baltimore plays Broncos this year.
No, you guys play the South. So you guys get Jacksonville. You guys get Houston. You guys get
wins.
Yeah, more or less.
I don't know. We'll see how Houston is for you this year, D.
Fuck, I think we're gonna get a wins. I think we're gonna at least pass the wild card. We're not winning the Super Bowl this year. We're gonna be fucking close.
I'm putting money on Houston to beat Baltimore this year.
And Colorado changed pitchers.
And that's why you lose money when it comes to your bets, Matt.
Colorado changed pitchers. They brought in Bard.
Oh no! That's probably how he sounds. He's fucking.
What inning are they in right now?
Bottom of the 8th. Pittsburgh's up 2-0.
Daniel Bard is fucking ancient, dude.
Yeah, y'all ain't getting shit. At least my two teams are Cardinals and Orioles.
Cardinals are up 1-0, top of the 3rd.
On your mark.
Let's go. Let's fucking go, Cardinals.
Well, Devin, you have to understand, Cap's pitcher is the one that's going against your Cards tonight.
Fuck you.
My middle finger's longer than yours.
I can guarantee that.
Mine's short as shit.
Yours is short and stubby.
But at least mine hits harder. I think. I always wanted to know. I've never really seen Cap mad. I want to get Cap to a point where he's so pissed off at like a White Sox game that I take him to like a David. I know, but I want to take this motherfucker. No, I did. But no, I want to take your ass to like a Dave and Buster's after a White Sox loss and see how hard you can punch on like one of those punching machines, just out of pure anger.
Dave and Buster's if you want him to fight someone, and then you finish the story.
I'm never going to fight anyone unless I have to, and I mean unless I absolutely have to.
Have you ever been in a fight?
I have been in several fights, but it's only when I've had to be in fights. I don't go looking for fights. Fair
enough.
I don't get into that shit unless I absolutely have to.
Devin's sitting over there going, I'll fight a fucking trash can just because it looked at me.
I was going to say, if the trash can's talking shit, he can catch the hands.
But
I will avoid a fight unless I absolutely have to. I've been in 3 fights in my life when I've actually had to fucking defend myself for one reason or another. But I'm not going to get into a fight just because the White Sox blow a fucking game. I'm not getting into
But you'll punch a machine for the White Sox losing, which is good.
Hold on.
No, not even that. I'll just get drunk and brood and moan.
There was some NFL big time news apparently that came out. So apparently,
is it involving me?
No, actually.
Okay, good.
It involves a quarterback that we possibly thought we would not see again.
Will Levis?
No, apparently the Commanders last season reached out to Andrew.
Yes, I saw that story.
Really?
Yes. I didn't think it was much news, but yeah, go ahead and put that up. Jim Irsay, the owner of the Colts, pretty much like, don't you dare fuck with our guy who can't play.
Yeah, just because, I mean, so technically, if Andrew Luck were to come back, I believe he still had 3 years left on his Indianapolis Colts contract. So if that were to happen, we would have to get possibly, and Andrew Luck's been out of the league for quite a while, but this could possibly be one of the biggest like trade deals that could possibly happen. 5 years since Andrew Luck's been out.
How the fuck do they still have 3 years on him though?
Because he signed a long-term extension the year before he retired.
So I don't know if you know this, Devin. Whenever you retire or quit or anything like that while under contract, you are still under contract should you come back. That's why the Broncos had to buy out Sean Payton out of his contract out in New Orleans.
Okay.
Because whenever Sean Payton retired, he still had one more season left with the Saints. And he didn't want to do that season with the Saints because Breeze left. So, yeah. That's why Denver had to fork over absolutely everything we had.
Oh, we've got some Broncos news.
Oh, no.
Oh? Yeah, it's not me for once.
Let's fucking go.
Is it good news?
It is.
Well, Matt, since you're a purveyor of Broncos bets, what'd you all get?
No, Matty is a purveyor of shit bets. He just likes to cheer for the Broncos who can't do a fucking thing.
I mean, I will say, it'd be very interesting should we actually win anything this year.
But what was your guys' breaking news? What'd y'all do?
We
just put it in the chat, kid.
Kareem Jones.
I don't get to see the chat. It doesn't pop up for me.
Whenever you're on mobile, things are a lot different for streaming.
Yeah.
Like you can't do a damn thing on mobile.
I can't put up chats. I can barely look at them.
Do I need to send your phone some Blue Chew?
No.
It fucking feels like it. Shit.
But yes, we've got.
You re-signed a 35-year-old safety.
No, we didn't re-sign. Did we re-sign him? Yep, a 1-year deal, at least for his 5th year.
35.
He's probably retiring with y'all.
I'm older than he is.
Hey, you have to remember, how old was Champ Bailey whenever he was doing great things?
Oh, dude,
was it 37?
Even good, sweet Jesus! You are comparing a Hall of Famer.
Okay, let me rephrase this. He's a safety. Yeah, just how old was John Lynch whenever he played for Denver?
35, 36.
Maddie,
how are you going to compare to this safety to my favorite cornerback of all time? That's like me comparing some fucking.
They play different positions.
Fuck you. But that's like me comparing someone to like Ty Law for you, Matt.
I absolutely have to say I love my two little brothers, Maddie and Dev.
What I will
say, you guys are family to me, and I would not change anything about the dynamic between the two of us. I would take a bullet for either one of you two. But the level of loyalty that you have for your two teams versus the level of go fuck yourself that I have for my teams is absolutely astonishing and also at the same time
repulsive.
Well, I was going to say, encouraging the fact that, as god awful as your two teams have been.
Hey, we make it to the wild card almost every year.
I have no faith in the Raiders. I have no faith in the White Sox. Yet you've got these two jabronis who just absolutely think their teams are going to go to the playoffs, win the Super Bowl. God bless you two for having the Eric Clapton, Ginger Baker, blind faith that you have for your team.
If no one else in our team's going to do it, we got to fucking do it.
Denver's winning the chip. I don't care which one.
Baseball, getting into the NBA, last night, Matty's Nuggets took one to the Nuggets.
It was a close game, at least. But, yeah, series is tied 2-2.
Which I don't like. I'm a Nuggets fan. That's the only basketball team I really like besides the Celtics. Shit,
you two agree. Wait. You two agree on a team?
Well, we agree on the Red Sox and the Nuggets. But we also agree on the Celtics. Well, I like the Cardinals and the Red Sox and the Orioles. I'm not really.
When it came to baseball, Devin liked players. He didn't necessarily like the teams.
but the Nuggets.
But the Nuggets. So whenever we were growing up, our Nuggets team at one point had Carmelo Anthony, Chauncey Billups, and Allen Iverson all on the court.
I remember
our favorites.
That was when we were growing up. So yeah, we were very big Nuggets fans.
And the main reason why I'm a Celtics fan is because they had Kevin Garnett,
Paul Pierce, Ray Allen.
Yeah, three of my top favorites.
You take Matty's two Nuggets, combine them with Dev's two Nuggets, and you get an actual familial bond.
Yeah, we get a happy
over
meal.
a team.
Yeah, we get a happy meal.
So you have a 4 testicle beast here. Right now, the Heat are up 56-48 on the Knicks.
They fucking better not.
And starting in an hour and a half, we have Lakers Warriors. And
I want the Lakers to lose.
I was teasing Maddie with this last night. What happens if somehow we get Nuggets Lakers in the Western Conference Finals?
Me and Devin.
It's going to be like what we've been talking about. We're going to lose.
Me and Devin know this song and dance. We're going to lose.
It's going to be a fucking shutout. We're not going to win a single game. LeBron's going to teabag on us like it's fucking Call of Duty. It ain't going to go well for the Nuggets. Jokic can try to defend whoever the fuck he needs to, but it's not going to stop LeBron because Jokic is our fucking center or a power forward, whatever the fuck he wants to be at the time.
I mean, Jokic could play point guard if he fucking wanted to.
Yeah, and then we're going to have a fucking Ben Simmons where we have a 6-foot-plus point guard that's draining threes on a fucking 5'3".
Ben can't.
I know he can't shoot, but he's a.
This is why I absolutely cannot wait for Thanksgiving and Christmas, because I have been told by immediate sources that I'm going to be flown out to Longmont for both Thanksgiving and Christmas this year. I cannot wait to watch holiday sports with these two guys, because it's literally going to be the Cap sitting in one chair and these two schmucks sitting on a couch probably.
Oh, no, it's going to be the futon on Devin's floor.
Yeah, we have a broken futon at my place. You get the broken chair, but we get the floor futon.
Wherever I sleep, I'm fine with it. I've slept on worse. I slept on floors for 2 years. Trust me, I can handle anything. But the fact that I'm going to be in Longmont for both Thanksgiving and Christmas this year, and I get to watch you two strolls just go at each other during the holiday games is going to be just money. I'm going to be
wait till you meet Mama Rios, the diehard Broncos fan, more than Matt is.
I'm going to be sitting there with my drink, just enjoying myself and watching the chaos ensue.
What if, because they did it a couple years ago, what if we got Raiders Broncos on Christmas?
Especially the Christmas you came out?
Well, let's just say porno Jimmy. I mean, game winner Jimmy G. Going against the Broncos on a holiday night.
Services for life, like Adam.
Cap,
Jimmy
you
G.
will have a temporarily Raiders fan, just so I can see my mom and my brother shit themselves when the Raiders beat the Broncos. Because I will vote. I hate the Broncos so much. I will go for any other team against them. I don't care if it's the Browns, if it's the fucking Jaguars, if it's the goddamn Chargers or Chiefs.
Well, to be fair, we don't have to play either the Browns or no. I think we do have to.
Yeah, you don't.
No,
you'll have to play the Jags, but you won't play us.
If I somehow in my visitations this upcoming fall and winter get the Raiders against Broncos and or Ravens, I am just going to be absolutely.
Can somebody please explain to me why the fucking Dolphins are in the East, but the Ravens aren't?
Because we suck. We don't have Tyreek Hill.
No, shut the fuck up for a second, Devin. Because I need somebody to actually explain.
Well, after they redid the divisional standings, once they added the Texans, which was the last team they added in 2001, and they redid the whole divisions. It basically came down to geographics in that Baltimore is more of a central type team based on their history with Pittsburgh, with Cleveland.
With the Bengals.
I can understand the rivalries.
Because Baltimore would not have a team had they initially not taken Cleveland and moved them to Baltimore.
We'd still be the fucking Cleveland Oilers or whatever the fuck we were.
Browns. Yeah.
Browns.
It's just geologically, it just hurts my brain because I look at it and
geographically.
What did I say?
Look at the Dolphins' migration for you, Matt.
It's geographic.
Look at the Dolphins' migration in the oceans. The Dolphins migrate. Y'all gotta migrate towards the Dolphins. It is what it is. Fuck y'all. Y'all gonna lose. I don't know. I just want the Broncos to fucking suck. That's all I care about. The Ravens winning, the Broncos sucking. That's my NFL recap for y'all.
If the
Ravens are going to win.
Make the playoffs this year, I will stroke my Johnson live on air. That is how little I
Cap
believe.
will get the wild card lube out for the fucking Raiders.
Hey,
and it won't be no Jergens. It's dollar store.
No, I keep good lube. I keep the petroleum based.
Christ,
as you should.
I mean, you after you get that stuff. I mean, you are. Hey, you're like Ahmed Johnson with the baby oil. Ain't nothing taken to you. I mean, you are just.
Dude,
you are slick. You are slicker than the lube I've got. You are slicker than greased owl shit. Trust me. But let's just say the Raiders somehow make the playoffs. I will do the open stroke live on air, which I know ain't going to happen. That's why I wouldn't even say it. We ain't making the playoffs.
Dude, I was about to say, if you guys make the playoffs, we have to do a special RAWBall stream on like Pornhub or something.
That's the one time that Cap will bust early because the Raiders lose quickly.
Do you think our Twitter accounts will get taken down, Cap?
100%.
If the Raiders make the playoffs, you can make a Pornhub for the Cap, and I will stroke myself live on Pornhub. And I say this because it ain't happening.
The captain's cock coercion.
There isn't.
The CCC.
There is no way in hell we're making the playoffs. Not with this fucking squad.
But speaking of...
Well, Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, and fucking Jimmy G might be able to get you guys at least to a wild card.
They don't have Darren Waller. No. They're not making the wild card.
We're not making the playoffs.
But
if we do, I will.
Y'all have a better chance than Denver.
I will keep my word. I will do a live stroke on Pornhub because I also made the bet with Matthew that if the Chiefs make the Super Bowl, not win it, but make it, Matty has to wear a Mahomes jersey while eating a well-done steak covered in ketchup.
Well, I
agree with that. I'm gonna cook that steak and make sure that ketchup is
charcoal.
Kansas City. Yeah.
We're talking burnt to a fucking crisp, covered in Heinz.
100%. Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about.
It can't
wearing a Mahomes jersey.
It has to be Heinz. Can't be Hunts. I can't do that to Greg Cherry.
I was just going to make a joke about that.
If you don't know the joke behind that.
So what bet is Dev taking? So I'm going to jerk off live on Pornhub. Maddie's going to eat a steak wearing a Mahomes jersey. What is your wager this year on your team?
I like icy shit. I can take an ice bath on stream, cover the ice bath, no water, only ice, and just submerge myself in ice.
Well, you kind of have to do the water. That's part of the bath.
Yeah.
Then I can do salt. Fuck them. I'll do the ice salt bath challenge and cover myself in salt and ice and just throw myself in the tub.
Okay. Okay. Now, how far are you saying the Ravens are going to go this year?
At least past the wild card. We make it to the actual playoffs.
Okay. If the Ravens don't go past the wild card, Dev has to take a complete butt-ass naked bath.
You know what?
In a tub.
If that's what you want, I'll let y'all decide it.
Ice water.
I'll let y'all decide it because it's a little too easy. If I decide it, you all can have me take a bath in mayo, a bath in mustard.
If the Ravens do not get past the wild card round, Dev has to spend at least 60 seconds in a complete ice water bath, bare ass on Pornhub.
I just cut out. What did you say? I heard bare ass Pornhub.
I was saying if the Ravens do not go beyond the wild card round, you have to take a complete bare ass naked bath for 60 seconds in ice water on Pornhub.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, we got a bet.
I'll do the naked ass ice plunge. Matt will be Matty ass, and Cap will be the cock construction.
I will stroke it live on Pornhub if the Raiders make the playoffs.
Why do we have to make a Pornhub, guys?
Because we're RAWBall. We do it in the raw. We got to do it.
You just have to wear a Mahomes jersey and eat a well-done steak.
I can do that on Pornhub because I'm getting fucked.
Me and Cap are the ones that got to show our genitals either stroking it or being in an ice bath. You just got to be you eating a fucking steak, well done, smothered in ketchup,
wearing
with a Mahomes jersey.
Right, so I got.
And you know what? Just to fuck you, I'm gonna have Travis Kelce in your background.
Please don't say that, Devin. Please don't say you're gonna fuck me.
No, you're the one that was gonna rape me over the Royal Rumble a couple years ago, so I don't want to hear it, bitch.
Well, see, that's the thing is, Dev and I have no problem taking a bet to where we'll actually, expose
Show our genitals.
Yeah. El Pepe is the one who is afraid to throw it out there.
I ain't got no shame in my porky penis lane.
And you're what?
My porky penis lane. I'm fat. Fuck you.
So the basketball.
Fuck you. You had to see that as soon as I get something. Fucker.
Why is it two guys on this stream are never afraid to expose themselves that one guy is?
We need that. We need that toxicity in our chat, in our stream, Cap. You and me have no self-shame, but we have to have that one person that's like, you know what, guys? I don't want to take the robe off. You and me, Cap, you don't care if we get paid $5 or not. Our dicks are swinging. Matt, I don't know, guys. Yeah, you and me don't.
Y'all, I got a company fucking pool party that's happening on Saturday, and I'm straight up going to show up in gym shorts and a t-shirt, and that ain't coming off.
Sure. You say that now.
Oh, no, dude.
But the company's going to get Matty ass before we do.
Yeah, we still haven't gotten Matty ass. I mean...
Nope, no money has come towards me yet.
They're
How much?
They're going to feed you about 10 shots of Cuervo, and then Matty ass is going to be gallivanting all around that.
If they give me tequila, it's going to be hell that Monday.
Yeah, no, Matty and me have the worst rep for being Mexicans and dealing with tequila. I get lit on fire.
Because we said this last night. You are prohibited from ever drinking tequila again because you set yourself on. You are 4 for 4 setting yourself on fire. That ain't happening. We can't afford to lose you.
I almost was 5 for 5 yesterday after I left the chat from your guys'
Jesus
stream.
Christ, kid. Okay, you are not allowed to touch tequila. Never.
I was almost 5 for 5.
Take your Puerto Rican heritage, your Hispanic love. We love you. No more tequila.
I don't blame you. No more tequila.
If you turn into a charcoal briquette, I am not going to say a eulogy over your funeral.
You'd be the one I'd have walking me down, too.
I am not carrying a charcoal briquette on a little Kleenex down.
It has to be a small little burnt piece of Devin.
You just get pieces of me. It's not the whole body.
It's like 2 locks of hair, 1 testicle, and a toe.
So, Cap, I have a comedy special for you to look up.
It better be my big toe or I'll be pissed.
I have a comedy special for you to look up tonight, Cap, if you can find it.
Okay.
Look up Richard Jennings, A Hot Steaming Pile of Me.
A hot steaming pile of me. Let me write.
Or Theo Vaughn, Regular People. That one's fucking hilarious. That's on Netflix.
The reason I'm wanting him to look up this one in particular is because it's a comedian that's passed away who's no longer with us.
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately, yeah.
What did you say the name of it was?
Richard Jeni, Jeni. A Hot Steaming Pile of Me.
Okay. That's fair enough. I showed you some Red Fox stand up last time you were down here. So.
Richard Jeni is vulgar. Like, he is hilarious. And if you don't know who Richard Jeni is, ladies and gentlemen, is the voice of Bullwinkle from Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, Bullwinkle was the moose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the voice of Bullwinkle from Rocky and Bullwinkle. So he's a phenomenal comedian. Unfortunately, we lost him due to the very cause that we try to raise money for. Unfortunately, Richard Jeni took his own life, but
rest in peace, that prime soul.
His stand-up is absolutely fucking top tier, and nobody talks about it enough. So that's something to look at. And
my favorite comedian of all time, it doesn't matter past, present, future, whoever it is, my favorite comedian, once again, just like what Matt said, sadly passed away to what we love and hold so dear to fucking Jesus, I can't talk. Self-induced whatever, but
self-induced deceased.
Yeah, self-induced deceased. One of my favorites, unfortunately, passed away to that as well. And
are you gonna say who it is, Devin?
Yeah, no, my brain is shut down. Jesus.
Robin Williams?
Yeah. No, I was gonna say Robin Williams, but as I was saying that, my brain did not want to work. But yeah, Robin Williams
live on stream. Holy shit!
Yeah, no,
Robin
Williams will always and forever be my favorite comedian and my favorite actor.
The year 2000 in Manhattan, that stand-up was absolutely fucking hilarious.
Yes, it was.
Robin Williams was a phenomenal talent, not just as an actor, not just as a comedian,
but as a person, as a human being.
I absolutely love Robin Williams. I've always said my holy trinity of American comedy is Lenny Bruce, Richard Pryor, George Carlin. And if I were doing my Mount Rushmore, I would take those three and put Dave Chappelle as the Mount Rushmore. But
hey, Cat, you're not going to be happy.
Oh, fuck. Don't tell me that.
MJ Melendez, 2-run home run, bottom of the fourth. Royals tie at 3-3.
There it is.
I knew it wasn't going to make you happy, but at least you knew it.
Who the fuck is pitching?
I'm assuming it's still Cease.
No way in hell.
Popping over there as we speak.
It makes sense if it's Cease. Cap has a strong heat.
It's Cease. Fucking shitbag. You're really good at getting strikeouts, but you can't fucking keep guys off base or getting from scoring. Fuck you. God, we cannot fucking pitch. That's what happens, Dev. When I get pissed, I have my pyramid going on, and then
you just slap it. Fuck it. You don't want to look at it anymore.
But let's not forget what we have coming this Sunday, because ESPN picked up Cardinals versus Red Sox for Sunday night baseball.
That's gonna be a good the podcast for that baseball week. So, me and Matt.
No, Sunday night, like what we did last night.
Yeah,
is going to be
this
Cardinals
Sunday,
Red Sox.
Yeah, so that's why I said it's going to be really good for me and Matt.
So we got to get you two in the same place.
Yeah, I'll be over at his house for that.
Cardinals Red Sox, which I am absolutely looking forward to, because it is going to be so much fun watching you two just every
Man, you have that breakaway table still, right? No, y'all moved. Y'all don't have that anymore. Fuck.
Every hit, every stolen base, every strikeout, the punches, the slaps, the titty twisters.
The straight up, if Matt wins, I'm going to put him through a fucking table.
Well, like I said, I would be more than willing to be the guest referee for the final, brawl for all between the brothers, a 60-minute Iron Man death match, which you two seem to be very hesitant to do because you think you're out of shape.
Not out of shape in quotations, out of shape, straight line. We are fucking fat. I could barely ride my bicycle for fucking 3 minutes to this fucker's house without being out of wind.
You're saying the two of you cannot go 60 minutes in an
Motherfucker, we could barely go 30.
Well, I know that if we worked out, we'd be good.
See, that's what we should look forward to for Thanksgiving or Christmas. That would be the ultimate stream. Cat being the guest referee with Dave and whoever else commentating.
It was Dave and Shug, right?
Dave and Shug doing commentary, Cat being the referee, Maddie versus Dev, 60-minute Iron Man death match.
I'd be down, but we have to be in shape for that shit.
You two start hitting the fucking gym or start doing whatever the fuck you have to, because that would be some instant streams of 60 minutes of you two beating each other's ass, and I'm just there to either count the falls, take the submissions, the countouts, whatever.
It's going to be definitely one for the ages because I know damn well I'm not going to let Matt fucking get the one up on me. And I know him being my older brother, he's not going to let him try to get the one up on me.
That's why we should try and put that together. We start the 60-minute clock when I ring the bell, and for the next 60 minutes, whoever can get the most pinfalls, submissions, or countouts.
Matt fucked up by wanting me to get bigger than him. That was my goal as a kid.
If you two have the testicular fortitude to do it, do you two have one more brawl left in you?
100%.
One more good old-fashioned go at it. 60
If it was up to me, it'd be a boxing match.
Okay, take your...
Because I know he couldn't take my kicks.
No, we're talking a good old-fashioned 60-minute Iron Man Texas death match. Do you two have what it takes to go at each other one more time for 60 minutes?
100%.
Balls.
Not the 6. I'm not sure about the 60, but 100% me and Matt both got one more brawl for all in us. But it's whether or not
60 minutes, 1 hour. Whoever has the most falls or is still alive.
It'd be whether or not which one of us has to go to the hospital first, because I know me and Matt won't give up on hitting each other with light tubes and barbed wire.
If I'm the referee, I can call a fall if I feel someone is not able to submit.
One of us is going to be crimson red.
We put the cap in the middle as the referee to call pinfalls, submissions, countouts, or can't answer the bell. No DQ, pinfall, submissions, or can't answer the bell.
All right. I was just looking. I think we got through all of the news. The only other thing I saw was there was a double ejection during the Phillies-Sox game tonight.
And Matty instantly changes subjects because he knows he doesn't want any part of death.
Oh, no, I'm down to do the death match.
Hey, Thanksgiving or Christmas, I think that would be a really great ticket to put live on YouTube.
Mm.
It would be good for us.
The brawl to settle it all. And if we want, we can even start a Patreon. Forget YouTube. Who wants to watch this shit?
It's going to be too bloody if me and Matt actually do a death match brawl for all 60 minutes. YouTube would shut us. Yeah, YouTube would shut us down quickly.
Let's do it on Patreon.
I put a box cutter to Matt's foot. Don't think I won't put a box cutter to his body or spread.
Final brawl to settle it all with the cap as the referee.
I'm just trying to see because Raw has been on for an hour just to see if there's been any news or updates.
And if either one of you tries to make me take a ref bump, I will give you a left hand that will knock your ass out. This ref ain't taking no shit.
I bet. But so what else do we have to cover? We covered all of the news.
We covered basically everything. I'm about to check the NHL scores and see what's going on.
So we're getting close to the ending.
Vegas and the Oilers are tied 1-1.
Okay.
That's the only game actually going on in the NHL playoffs tonight. See, Heater
and you said it was what 1-1?
Yeah, 1-1. Heater up 63-56 on the Nets. 8:50 to go in the third, and we still have Warriors Lakers to tip off at 9:00 Central Time, which will be 8:00 your time.
Okay.
I'm kind of enthused about this. You know, I being the referee. If you guys want to do it, I'll do it, and I will put my own personal money into promoting it to get us some views and to do it live on Patreon to watch the final battle.
Shit, I'm friends with a promoter out of Colorado. If you've ever heard of Primo's Premier Wrestling League,
I have.
I'm friends with the promoter.
the last time we get to see the Laws brothers go at it with the Cap as the referee.
First and last, because who knows? Maybe next time you'll see us in the ring, we're all a unit.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm your manager. We've discussed that. If you guys become a tag team, I will be the Paul Heyman, the Jim Cornette for you guys. But we get to see the Laws brothers one last time on pay-per-view, on Patreon, get to go at it.
But with that being said, I don't think we really have much to
have a
cover.
whole hell of a lot more, other than unless you've seen something happen on Raw tonight.
Which I haven't yet.
It hasn't given me any like real updates.
Well, thank you.
So I think now would be probably a good time to probably polish off the rest.
Well, we've got NFL schedule being released Thursday. I'm sure we're not doing a show, but I'm sure we'll be tweeting our asses off. Sunday night, it is going to be the St. Louis Cardinals visiting so the captain is like an EVP for this kind of like kingdom. Dave?
We gotta love you, Dave. If anyone's gonna piss off Cap, it has to be you.
I will referee. I will manage.
It's going to be Seth and Cody in the finals, isn't it?
I reckon.
Anywho, Sunday night, it is going to be the St. Louis Cardinals at the Boston Red Sox. It is going to be a shitload of fun watching these two brothers go at each other while their baseball teams go at each other. We also have the Sands of Time, Saturday, May 27th. The RAWBall podcast every single Monday night. I know Dev is planning a trip down to Fayetteville
in late June.
Late June, which could possibly coincide as I'm watching the ticker here. The Red Sox and the White Sox go at each other.
The 23rd to 25th of June.
23rd to 25th of June. I'm not sure.
I think I'll be out there for game 1.
When are you in Sky? Have you bought your tickets yet?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for this whole Chiba Hut thing to go through, or whatever job I get, and then after rent will be me paying for the tickets. Okay.
Well, like I said, you guys pay for your tickets, get your asses down here, and Cap will pay for the food and the whatnot.
Sounds good to me.
So that is about all for the RAWBall podcast.
Yes,
a little
sir.
shorter than normal, but we've been on for the last 2 nights, so not much more we can say. Dev, anything you want to plug or stick your nethers into?
Not that I know of, other than the Baltimore hopefully being better than the Denver Broncos or the Oakland Raiders. Other than that, that's all I can really plug, is that I hope that all 3 of us have a good season. Well, 2 of us, because fuck the Broncos. But I hope that at least 2 of the 3 of us have a good season, because I want the Broncos to ultimately be the worst in the division. Other than that, I'll pass it on to you, Matt.
We got Greg Cherry Show every Wednesday.
Tell Micah to shut his fucking ass, or I'm going to put my size 14 up his ass.
Micah ass, or he'll put his size 14 up your ass.
Size 14 up might fit.
His 14 up it might fit.
Greg Cherry
Jesus
Show.
Christ,
Wednesdays.
Jesus Christ, Micah.
You can find
either join the show and allow us to verbally berate you, or quit standing off stage.
Micah, either join the show so we can berate you on the show, or keep your fucking ass in the background and shut the fuck up.
I either join the show formally where we can absolutely berate you, or quit standing on the sidelines where we have to mildly mention your name. It's one or the other, kid.
But yeah.
It's either John Witherspoon, foot up a dog's ass all day, or you just, stand back in the background. Jesus
Fair enough.
Christ, kid.
Yeah.
I'm old, I'm tired, I'm hurt, and I work with fucking children.
Is that all you got to plug, Cap? Is that you're old, you're tired, you got to work
All I
fucking
gotta
children?
plug is that the Cap is here every single episode, every single day. I'm always around. I'm on Twitter at the Captain87. We will be here Sunday night for Cardinals and the Red Sox. You can catch me on the Twitter again at Cap87. Hit me with anything. I am always here. And yeah, I put up with these two, whom I love to death because they are my brothers.
But yeah, with that being said, this is the RAWBall podcast, and I'll toss this to Matthew.
Other than staying safe, staying healthy, staying hydrated, you guys have yourselves a wonderful week, and you'll see us around. Have a great night. Don't get arrested, and ball out with the RAWBall podcast.
Yes, sir. We stay ballin' every Monday.